and we can start off doing some attacks, and then we'll get into some react portions of the stream after that and whatnot. I might have moved this over here, maybe, and I could just like. Oh. I'm like reformatting my stream here. Thank you again for the raid, Pidlord. I'm not gonna use code Terminator for next season. This guy. Alright, banned. Auto banned. How dare you? I'm excited about the new season. If you're gonna spend termination work, you do it soon. So I can drink some. Yeah, I got you. I'll spin it right now. I'll do it now. Let me do it. Let me do it real quick. Da-na-na-na. Bro, we barely lost this war by like a star. Sad times, man. The last two hits. I accidentally ended, like, force ended this hit by accident. Such a sad time, dude. Very sad time. Okay, anyways, let's start the war real quick. Oh, I can't start it? This account's not leader, or? Oh. I went to Lucky Nader, not, Wait, which account is this? Isn't this supposed to be the leader account, or is it my Townhall 13? Oh, it's my Townhall 14 that's leader. Ooh. My beloved term is live. What's good, bro? Guys, I tricked Czar, by the way, earlier. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling too good today. I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm going to take another day off of stream. And then I was like, right before the video went live, I was like, alright, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed. And he's like, alright, good night. And then like literally a minute later I do the Discord announcement and I like post the videos.
Where are new season giveaways, Kappa?
For real though, bro. We're gonna do some giveaways. We're gonna do some giveaways and some other trust, bro. Trust in the process. Oh yeah, I was gonna start war. I keep forgetting. Honestly, to be fair, we're losing these wars, but they're really close in termination. We should be losing them anyways, because we're upgrading heroes during wars, so. Damn, we only have 23 or what? Who didn't attack in the last one? So we can ban them. Eddie and Willem. And me. Okay, let's kick this guy. Willem. Boom. We have 21, right? Did this who you got attack last war or no? Or he wasn't even in the war, was he? Did we put him in? Oh, he was in the war. Okay. I'll put him in. 20v20. Alright. Let's go! I think I'm gonna hit Townhall 17 when I'm like 60. Wait, what Townhall are you right now? Bro, just lock in and freaking hit Townhall 17 like right now, bro. What are you doing? Literally, just hit it. Just lock in, bro. Just buy all the gems in the shop and freaking gem there. Just gem it at this point. Literally. Nice gems. 30 gems. I'll take it. Oh, I'm on the wrong account, by the way. Big fan, bro. Love from India. Thank you, Hargan. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing, bro? When will we see 13th anniversary previews? I posted one today. When do you think we'll see Townhall 18? Maybe in November or so? Give or take. What's up, the boss? How you doing, man? I got a 1-star 59% defense. Holy. Wind Trader Kappa. Did you guys see the latest Wind Trader video I made? Damn, bro. I really gotta lock in for this war, man. Yo, Metro, yo, Metro, yo, Metro. Bro, what are my equipment levels? I don't know what I want to run here, man. Da na na na. Da na 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 na. Where's my main account at? There it is. Any tips for sign up working attack strats? Going between Ice Skull and Witch Spam and Mash Dragons. Sign up 14 like Zap Dragon works pretty well. Probably use Lightning Spells and Dragons. That's what I'd recommend, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a solid strategy. Or QC Hybrid is pretty good. Look up a QC Hybrid guide. That's what I recommend. What was I gonna do? I was gonna share the Super Witch army with myself. Oh, I don't think I have it anymore. Or do I? No, I do. Da 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 da. Did everyone get free Twix resist from Supercell store? I did not yet. But I'm gonna get it after. I'm gonna get it off stream probably. Or actually, maybe I can claim it right now. I don't know. I think it's gonna overflow in the shop, right? It'll overflow for me, or no? Guys, claim your free 2 potions in the shop. Don't forget. Oh, why is that Lala trained it? That's crazy. Maximum number of super chips act. Oh, it's because I have Tiki Goblins activated too. Are super chips still cheap? Ah, dude, that sucks. Damn. When did that boost end? What the freak, dude? Saved recipes. Super witches. Okay. So should we use super witches on the second Townhall 17 or what, chat? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Really, to unlock pets? Or you're about to, or you want to? The boost ended with Clan Games, I think? Oh, damn. Clan Games ended like how many days ago, though? Feels like a while ago at this point. I actually grinded Clan Games, too, which is crazy. What's it as a Retta strategy in Townhall 15? Honestly, I would just look up a quick guide on YouTube for like a Townhall 15 root army. It's like the same whatever you use in Townhall 16. The same exact thing. Alright, let's go in on this guy. Matano way at 12. Oh, you unlock him at Tunnel 13. Unless you meant to type 13. Anything with Superstar will. Okay, W. Okay. Then in that case, I'll have to claim him. Kiosk Goons is crazy. Where should I fireball this guy? Like on the monolith, maybe? I'm kind of scared to, like, attack this guy, though, bro. Because this could lead to a choke, bro. We're attacking on PC, so this could be kind of insane. Low-key. Attacking one-handed, you know? I guess we're about to see how this looks after all. Oh! Dude, losing a healer for free is crazy. High key. That's so annoying. Nice. Put the header down. And then we'll probably just walk this left side here. Okay. Wall breaker. And then we'll go troop thrower now. And then we'll go queen here. Baby dragon. I kind of didn't mean to place that there, but it's fine, I guess. Wall breaker, maybe. Okay, queen can do some good work here. And then let's go ahead and freeze this. Let's rage everything. Let's poison now. Up the queen ability right away. Let's pop the rage or the gauntlet now. Okay, we'll put the RC down, put the Valkyrie down. We're gonna go nice block the king here. Get the RC helping a lot. And then we're gonna probably jump spell here. Probably pop the RC ability now just in case. Looking at my hero's health here. Oh, it's invis. One super witch goes down sadly. Could not invis in time. I think we got this though. Pretty sure. I think. Bro, attacking on PC is crazy with super witches, man. It feels so like scuffed, but we got it still. GG's. Clean hit. Holy. That was nice. W or L hit. That was low-key a W hit, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ooh, this decoration is cool. The cyber hologram is actually a cool decoration. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. Jeez. That was solid. You should be upgrading heroes on this account. I know. True. Instead of doing war on it. I know. I mean, at least I still need war on it though. So while on PC, feels better for my posture. Not gonna lie. Feels way better to attack on PC. Like in terms of like actually streaming and whatnot, it feels more comfortable. You know. I feel like a fireball here would be pretty good on this air defense. I'll be able to get all of this except for the scatter, and I don't think I can get the expo. I think it's a pretty good fireball though. And then I'll probably go left here, like this way after. I guess it's kind of useful because you guys can see where I'm like looking, because like technically my mouse is where I'm kind of looking technically, if you think about it. You guys can see my whole train of thought, basically. Nice fireball right there. Holy, that's actually a goated fireball. Oh, I was expecting to get that good value. I didn't think I would be able to get the expo. Okay. Guess we'll do troop thrower here. We're gonna have to do a good job of funneling, probably. Our funnel needs to be tight here. So with that being said, probably pop this now. Probably pop it. Oh, I meant to invis my witches, but I missed by accident. The king did not get placed down. That's not good. Okay, let's jump this right here. Let's put the RC to hub over here. Part the RC ability now. Okay, we wanted to do the Quake ability a little farther. That's why we waited. I'm gonna ice block the warden here so he doesn't die. I'm gonna ice block the RC maybe. Oh, she ends up dying anyways. What a waste of an ability. That was not good, bro. Now it's over. It's definitely over now. Dang. I wish it got stuck here because of all the wall compartments. I should have king ability and then jumped at this point. Would have been better off. Now everything's probably gonna just end up dying or time failing here. Either or. Well. Well. Actually, hold up. There's a single target though. Yeah, it's over because it's single, right? Yeah, it's over. Dang, so close, dude. If my RC didn't die early on, I probably would have got this. And if my king probably would have got a little bit better value. Unless I can, like, snipe, like, the warden can snipe like this. And these buildings are, like, low. These buildings should be low. These buildings should be low, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh. The RC got those buildings low at the beginning. Oh, my God. That was crazy. GG's. GG's. Holy. Gotta keep it close to the content. Oh, my God. I thought I was gonna fail there. Wow. Good thing the RC... damage those buildings, man. I would have failed. Wow. GG's. Oh, man. That's a clip? That's a clip, bro. That's getting uploaded later. You'll see it. You'll see it uploaded. What number am I? I'm rank 8, or number 8, so I'll probably go for, what, 8 and 7, maybe? Or should I go... I don't know who this guy is. What the heck? Oh, God. I think... Bruh. I think, Wait, who started this? Who started this war? Was it Czar? Who started this war, bro? I don't think people are gonna attack in this war. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God, it's Jude. It's, Judo's sister, Kappa. Jude. Holy. Can I join the clan? What Townhall are you, bro? Let's move where the clan notes are put in. Yeah, I don't know who started the war. Bruh. Whoever started war L-Mans at clan. These people might not hit. We're gonna have to kick everybody. L clan notice, bro. Holy. Okay, anyways, let's try to lock in here, though. I'm upgrading the queen, on this account at least. What's up, Wask? How you doing, Rohan? Should I RC charge this guy? Or should I, like, just zap him? Call it a day. I said, lol. I knew it was you, bro. I freaking knew it. Oh, I don't have the arrow. Bruh. Do you guys even realize how awkward that is for me? Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't mean to put that there.
Termy's sad because he can't see Archer Queen Feet Neo Kappa.
Please don't lock onto Marcy. Please. Archer Queen Feet's on the new skin. 17. Can you show the two? Which army? Yeah. Join the clan. This clan. It's a bag. How you doing, man? Bro, I don't know if I get this. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I don't think I am. I'm about to get a 1-star. No way. You look like Drake, the singer. Who's Drake?
Psych!
That's not good. Yeah, that's not really good. Guys, that's not really good for the clan, bro. God damn it, dude. How do I clutch up both hits, but then I like fail that? Alright, time to hang it up, bro, low-key. You know what, guys? We're switching to the dark side. I'm sorry. I don't want to have to do this on stream. Close your eyes if you have to. It's gonna get messy. Ugh. It's gonna get a little messy. So, I'm just saying. Ooh, what if I like stick it right in his... What if I just like... You know what I mean? Why are you wasting it on the skeletons though? Please. I have an idea, guys. You're gonna like this idea, trust me. Where's Marcy going? Where's my... Where's my RC going? Where's Marcy going? Where are you going? Bro, there's no hole there. I can't put my stuff in the hole. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Oh god, chat, this is not a clip on, I swear. I had an idea, but it's not gonna work anymore. Bro, my troops had one job, dude. One job. Literally just one... What are you... Bro, my minion prince is getting clapped up by the head hunter. There's no way right now, right? Guys, there's no way that I'm failing this. Oh my god, I'm about to fail two attacks. There's no way. This sweeper is blowing my dragons away. Oh my god. How is this happening? How is this real? Bro, how is this actually real? How? How? Please. 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 Oh my... Bro, even like my minion prince and my king are disappointed in me. Guys, time to hang it up. It's time to hang it up, bro. This ain't good. And Loki is the hero levels. Am I switching to PC Loki? Yeah. I kind of like it, but I'm attacking worse. I'm Loki attacking bad. I think it's the hero levels, guys. Let's blame it on that. Bro, how do I not have a ruined dark elixir? Wait, I need to buy the gold pass on this account, low key. Yeah, let me buy the pass on this real quick, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact. Super theft door. Throwy Nader. Tragic, yeah, literally. RC and the whole ruin the attack. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah, you're right. Let me buy the gold pass. 10 minutes. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm devastated. I'm actually really sad about this loss. Nah, it's fine, bro. Pick up this one-time offer. Oh no, bro. Just give me my potions and let me be done with this. All right, let me switch to my Townhall 15 account real quick. Which account is it? Can you show the Super Witch Army? Yeah. Hold on. It's hold on. Hold on. Let me claim these real quick. Did it give me it? Oh, nice, dude. Yes. Do I have the gold pass now? What the freak, dude? Claim my free store points. Where's the gold pass at again? Gold pass. Buy. Ooh, am I gonna get a book of everything right now? Drop it down, this guy. This dude. Like this guy, dude. Any tips on being a content creator? Honestly, I mean, have you already started or no? That's like a big question. Biggest thing you want to do is start and be somewhat consistent. How you doing, Abdullah? I'm your big fan. Thanks, man. Ton of 15 OP. Yeah, I'm a noob though. How you doing, Atom and Hellfire? And Lord. Oh, did I buy the pass or not? I did. Let's go. Can I activate the pass now? It makes you wait until like the very end. Oh my god, I have every single reward. Oh, ugh. Yeah, give me all these juicy rewards at one time. Oh, give it to me all. Oh yes, yes. Give me it all. Oh god, yes. It's all over the place. All in my storage. Yes, yes, yes. Oh damn, dude! Look at all these delicious magic items just from claiming the freaking gold pass at the end. Let's freaking. And I can use that juicy rune that I got to do this, and then I can do this, and then I can. Do this, and then I can do this, and then do I have enough dark elixir? Okay, yeah. Then I could do this. Boom, just like that, dude. Going through these hero upgrades like that. Oh yes, dude. W. Good value. Oh yeah, Super Witch Army. Hold on. Here's the Super Witch Army. Sorry for delaying. Here you go. You never redeem a pass less than 1 day in the current season. You can't buy it on the last day. So today's the 30th, so you can still buy the pass today. You just can't buy it tomorrow. Where's my thing at? Right here. Saved armies. Right here. Here's the army. All of it. You can see it all right here. Except for the 3 Saber Wallbreakers and a minion at the end. There you go. Post some shorts trying to figure out what's the best route. You've seen common Cog Mentor on YouTube. My shorts have been similar to that. Okay, okay. You should use the gold runes on the walls before you forgot to click them. True, I should have. I usually like claim all my stuff for the gold pass on the last day of the month though. How you doing, Joker? Crazy pay to win this guy. This dude. Okay, let me close this tab here. I like how the RC is like looking through her sniper, bro. It's so cool. Or like her scope. It feels so weird being like 100% max, by the way. Oh man. No upgrades to do besides Forge, no lab upgrades. And the only piece of, oh yeah, also the temporary defense is max too. 30, 30, 30. And all my heroes are maxed. All my equipment except for the Dark Crown is maxed. And the pets are fully maxed as well, like 100%. So that's literally everything. The only thing I don't have is like achievements and whatnot, but I think I'm missing probably like 2 achievements maybe, or I guess the newer ones if you count those. Oh yeah, I'm not getting these, but I'll get them eventually. You get some solid gems for destroying all the Ricos too, so that's not bad. Feels weird though. It says research, but I can't. Oh no, it doesn't say research. This is full. Crazy wall art. Yeah, bro. I heart Latinos, you know. Bro, like imagine this. Hear me out. What if they like made? Oh my god, you guys are not gonna believe this. Bro, what if they made like a Latina Archer Queen though? Oh, what if they made like a Latina Archer Queen though? Please do it. I'm just saying, bro, please. Please. I would literally dump like $100 into the game right now if they told me they were. Holy. Basically doing me roll. Oof. But thumbs down these messages, bro. Generating Latina Con Queen. Damn. Latina Queen could break walls? No way, bro. That's crazy. Ain't no way. Bro, buying that off rip, making 10 accounts just to have it? Yeah, I'd buy it like on 20 accounts, you're right. Dude, now they're about to take the lead in the war. Oh, this guy, Mac Leroy, is actually attacking. Oh, God. Tell me good Super W. Thank you, Joker. Hope we're doing well, man. 2-star demon. This is a guy from the clan. Notice. God. God. What's the meaning of that wall decoration? I like the way it looks. I'm praying this guy 3 stars. On God. Warden ability, warden ability, warden ability, warden ability, warden ability. He needs to put his king and queen down, bro. Okay, well I can't really say anything because I 1-star too, so. Dang, man. Good try. Want some help at Mac? Damn. GG's, bro. Thought I was bad at attacking this. He took the throne. I'm gonna try to help him if he wants to be helped. Hopefully. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Where's my, oh god. I have faith this time. He just needs to place his king and queen faster. He just needs to place his king and queen faster. King and queen a little faster. King and queen a little faster. And probably ward ability like right about now. Ward ability like right about now. Ward ability like right about now. Everything's dying. Ward ability like right about now. Ward ability like right about now. Ward ability like right about now. Ward ability like right now. Right now. Right. Okay, that's like 10 seconds too late, but... You know what? The furnace is getting hit by the log launcher. W? Oh my god, the furnace actually killed the log launcher. There's no way. But it's going to be a 1-star still. Jesus. There's got to be... Oh, this is crazy. He has the unicorn on the king. Oh my god. Clan notice is bad. Well, at least he got the 2. You have a furnace over here just chilling in the corner. Furnace in the corner. New strategy. See, the thing is... Oh, shoot. Queen charge. Hold up. Oh, queen's dead. She's under leveled. But we got the furnace in the corner, though. New meta. He just ends the attack. Alright. Bam stash. Alright. At Mac, we need to train you. Do you accept or not? I use Yak or Angry Jelly with King. Angry Jelly's good to make him go inside, yeah. Gooninator. He doesn't want to help, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, in terms of helping with consecration, just be consistent, bro. Try to make like some kind of consistency. You know, like posting like maybe like once every like few days or once a week, or like going live once a week. You know, any form of consistency is better than not, you know? Will the new legendary scene be CLASHARAMA? Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned. I think this guy's gonna not cut the team, bro. I'm trying to do I'm trying to coach him, but dog, I can't. Holy, this is what Zar puts in the clan war. Freaking Zar, bro. Zar. You clan search demon. Bro, don't let freaking Zar start the clan war again in the second clan, man. What the freak? Kappa. Bro putting the E-drag spam demon in the clan, in the freaking clan war. Use code Termi. Sorry, you can't be in the clan. E-drag spam is... Oh! Oh no. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Recollect yourself, Termi. Lock in. Yeah, no, that was just a massive flop. Sorry, I was at work and rushed it. That was actually so bad. Oh. Lock in. You know what? It's okay. Still kick him afterwards? Oh wait, no. Sometimes in life we are faced with harsh decisions.
Press the kick button. I know you were itching.
But we can help you if you want for the next wars. Just say the word, boss man. And then kick him now after he says something. God dang it, bro. I gotta coach this guy. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, coaching clan notice members. Dude, that'd be a fire series, low-key. Holy shoot. Honestly, that'd be good. That'd be better than the series you talked about, like, rating attacks. Because, like, rating attacks is cool, but actually helping players would actually be such a banger series. Holy moly. Imagine I could churn... Guys, no offense to this guy, but if I could churn this into a 3-star, I'm actually the go to Clash of Clans. Better than Klaus. Let's just be 100% honest with you, alright? No diss to Klaus. I'm just saying, if I can make this clan notice level attacks into something great, there's a chance, right? This is what I found, lol. No, it just says Latina, bro. It's not that deep. Yet. Coaching Mac into a whole series. Bro's bullying Mac. Army. Can you show it? Can you show it now if you like to? Which army? The Super Witch Army? Okay, sure, bro. I'll show you the army. Oh, wait. I already... Oh, actually, I think I have a Super Witch Army video already. On YouTube. What's up, Eduardo? Mac is gonna be the #1 one day. Hey, bro, you never know, man. Not gonna lie. Wait, have you never ran Super Witches, or have you ever ran Fireball or no? Recently? Not recently, no. It's been a long time, but I hope you remember me. Is it the same Eduardo, like as in the mod, previous mod, or no? Or a different Eduardo? He remembers you. How you doing, Stuart? What's good, bro? Okay, Super Witches real quick. Quick little rundown. So basically, you want to fireball something with value. I chose to fireball this right here. I think throwers are better though than Super Witches. I'm just using Super Witches because my throwers are not leveled up on this account. So basically, I go for a fireball to get all this down here. And then, pretty much after this, you want to use your funnel that you made. So there's two places I can go. I can go top side or I can go bottom side, right? I decided to go bottom side because walking this whole entire distance just to, you know, potentially die to minion prints, and you don't really want to go far side. Super Witches are slow. So you go bottom side, this case, and then place your army, place the Ice Golem down in front. You want to funnel this entire side here with your queen and the siege barracks, or use troop thrower and just use your queen. Alright. Then wall break inside. Delay your king placement a little bit. Make sure you funnel left. Make sure you funnel so that we go straight down the middle of whatever you're going inside of a base. All right, king gets placed inside. You got to pay a lot of attention here. Poison the CC right away. Freeze any single target that locks onto your king, probably. And then use your king ability probably in the middle. All right, and now you're left in a scenario where you have the jump left. This base is pretty open, but I decided to just jump over here. But use your jump in a good spot, like for example, maybe over here or something. Now you're left in a spot where you have some spells left. Ice block the big boys and the king, or ice block like some tanky troop to tank for your stuff. And then you can either decide to place the RC on the outside to probably help your queen, or with your main army to kill skeletons and CC. But this time I kind of opted to put her in the middle, like that. You see I try to ice block here, place the RC like in the middle, so you can kind of go with the army and the queen. And when your RC gets close to dying, like in a scenario where you feel like she's going to go and run off in front of the army, which you don't want her to do, activate the Rocket Spear ability. And try to save your witches with the last spells you have, like Invis. I was too slow, but obviously after that, clean up with the wizards and the archers, and that's pretty much how you run there. Very simple. Fireball Super Witch or Fireball Throwers? Throwers are better. Throwers are still better in my opinion. I just wasn't using using them because my throwers are low level on that account. How you doing, Stuart? Gatsu was ending soon. Gotta get my hits in. Good luck with your worst army later. Yo, thank you, Hellfire. Good luck with your war. Are you on PC? I am. Just not to play. If I use throwers for now, it gets bored. Are you using throwers now? Or what are you using? God, I'm about to bully the heck out of this Tunnel 16 player, bro. Come here. Come here. This is what it's like bullying lower level players. It's so fun. I enjoy doing this. I remember back in the day when I was a low Townhall player and people would just clap me up like full on. So now, as a tribute to all the times I had to suffer as a lower Townhall, I'm gonna clap this guy up I'm gonna make sure that he uninstalls like tomorrow. And then reinstalls, because then he's gonna realize when he sees the live stream that the reason why he's not defending is because he hasn't spent money using code Termi. And then he's gonna go in and buy out the whole shop, and then boom, just instant profit right there. Genius plan by your boy Termi. Holy shoot, genius level marketing strategy. I'm telling you. He's gonna go on YouTube and see what went wrong. My video's gonna come up, and then boom, instant code Termi right there. That's literally how you do it, bro. I'm telling you. That's how you make like trillions of dollars. No, I'm just playing, bro. Shout out to all the people that use code Termi though, all jokes aside. All freaking jokes aside. This guy should do it. But he can't because, you know, he's getting 3-starred. Sadly. Kappa. I'm just kidding. I like the name Lala. La 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 la. Last season, not month, since it's still July. The run player for last month using throwers. Oh yeah, like last Legend League season. Yeah, throwers are good. Throwers are really good. Bro couldn't 3-star me, bro. Stop lying, bro. I could 3-star anybody in this game. I'll 3-star you right now with my eyes closed, bro. Be so for real, bro. Be so for real, dude. Let's check the OCC account. Shall we? Shall we? Holy, all my upgrades are finished on this account. Jesus. Dude, this show base is so fire. Oh my god. Look at the OCC account progress, man. It's low-key kind of coming along nicely. Holy moly. Holy moly. Alright, let's do some heroes. Let's do this, do this, do this, do this. We low-key need to... Wow, we have nothing anymore. I have nothing. Okay, now we have something. Alright, we're gonna do... dang, I really need to do... Balloon. Do I have a rune of Elixir or no? Probably not, right? Dang, I think I've pretty much maxed out my magic item usage on this account. I have a rune of Dark Elixir. I don't really need to use it though, that's the thing. Should I just go Townhall 14 at this point, bro? I'm kind of debating it. But I do want to do my Warden though. I do want to do my Warden. So maybe we just try to go in and get enough loot for the Warden. I gotta like loot hell on this account. No new clan castle, no clan castle video coming soon, Kappa. Me farming and yapping about some random bruh. How the heck does that even lock on? Oh, it's a ground bow, that's why. Bruh. Like seriously, dude, like bro, bro, come on, dude. Rage all this. Guys, I've been using hogs on this account. It's been kind of nice. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Oh, I don't have an RC though. This is gonna suck. Oh my god, my hogs are getting turned into bacon. This is not nice. Okay, on second thought, this is... Alright. All my hogs are... Why did my Warden, like, follow the hogs? I think I need to put them all together, I guess. Is it because of, like, 5 HP? Or 5 housing space? I noticed the Warden isn't, like, following these regular hogs. Why? Why, bro? Why? Bro, a 0-star is crazy in 2025. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way we're 0-starring here. It's not good. Bro, that's not good at all. I just need enough elixir. Oh, bro's talent is upgraded. Holy shoot. Holy shoot. If I can't 3-star this guy, I'm cooked. Certified. Please. Don't let me be cooked, bro. I'm begging. I need this. Bro, it's because my troops are like Townhall 8 level. Jesus Christ. My troops are literally Townhall 8 level on this army. Do you guys see the hogs? Like, the hogs are like level 2. Jeez Louise, dude. That's actually insanity. There's no way. This gotta be rage bait. Guys, I think I'm rage baiting at this point. I just realized my hogs are level 2. There's no way. No wonder why I'm not 3-starring anything. Oh, we have a problem, man. Level 2 wishes is crazy. Yeah, these hogs are dead. They're going against Townhall freaking 13 defenses. No wonder. Dude, no freaking wonder. Do you think jump spell is worth it with throwers? You don't need jump spell with throwers, no. I don't think you need them. I think the only thing you need is probably... Are my sneaky goblins still boosted or not? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Alright, baby dragon time. Guys, it's time for the pro farming method of baby drags. I bet you've never seen this method before in your life. Because no one would be smart enough to use it. What's up, Trace? Stream's going pretty good, man. How about you? Alright, baby dragon farm strategy initiated. This is the real way to do it in the big 25. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm kind of broke on Dark Elixir, and this is like really the only way I can farm without losing my mind or going for a real attack. So we're just trying to, you know, we're just trying to, you know, oh, you know what I mean? You know, oh, you know. We got the level 3 baby drag. I think that's like Townhall 9 level. Good lord. What's up, Bensley? So this is the everything started on YouTube, but it's a little diff. Wait. Hold on. Here's the link if you want to copy it. Actually. There you go. Baby Dragons to farm is goated? Nah, Loki is though. Loki is though. CLASHARAMA skin looks to default to me. No hate. I was expecting much more. Dang, what were you expecting? Honestly, I guess at first I can kind of see like people not liking the theme, but trust me, bro. Next month is gonna be good, man. Trust me. I genuinely believe next month is gonna be so good. Really, truly. Not overhyping it. I've seen the skins, obviously. I mean, we've seen the skins, but you got to see the animations, bro. You got to see the scenery and whatnot. It's gonna be a good month, bro. Obviously, I can't say anything until, you know, when I'm allowed to release the content, the sneak peek, or you know. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. It's gonna be fun showing everybody everything. You know, it's gonna be a good month. Genuinely, all I will say is I think it definitely competes with the 10th anniversary. And it will probably be better. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Whether you guys believe me or not is up to you. But hey, man, I think it will be. I think it has a chance. You know. Oh shoot. All right, guys. Let's low key. I low key wanted to react to everything in one segment. So now that we got some Clash gameplay in, you trying to push Legends this season? No, I'm not gonna be pushing this season. I mean, it kind of goes without saying that, like, you know, we could probably expect some sort of event. Maybe event troops. Legend League's gonna be cooked. I'm already maxed. I don't really care about pushing Legend League. I'm just gonna enjoy the event. It's so much better for me when I just enjoy the event. Like, I enjoyed WWE events so much because I just did not play the game seriously, and it was just so good, bro. It was just such a good time for me. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be pushing Legend League next month at all. Okay, guys. So we have some videos and some things we can react to. So, obviously, where'd you put the link, DC? No, I put it right above the message. Right above, right here. I can put it in DC if you want, if you're in the Discord. I put it in Discord too. Okay, so we have the new season reveal coming next month. The new 13th anniversary season. It's going to be CLASHARAMA themed. You can see all these skins here. Obviously, we'll be watching this season video that they released. And Also, we are going to watch. This is a long video. Dang, an hour-long video. And he released a 20-minute video. Good lords. Should we react to all this today, or should we do it tomorrow? Dang, bro. It's kind of... Dang. That's kind of a lot. I'm not subscribed, and I have it? Have what, bro? Have what, dog? Oh, the emote? Tomorrow sneak peek? Stay tuned. Will the new legendary senior also be CLASHARAMA? Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned, bro. Okay, so new theme. They released a video. Cyberclash terminated, unpredictable, not terminated. Wait, I'm in the scenery? Cyberclash terminated, unpredictable nonsense incoming. Oh, should I probably turn this up a little bit for you guys? See here? Here, let's do like 7 here. Oh, the 20-minute one's the last... Oh, recap. Okay. Maybe we can watch it still. I don't know, but we'll see. Bro, this is so cool. The goblin drill. They're like digging down, the little goblins, the little festival, the little... Bro, this is so cool. The Minion prince. Dude, what does this mean right here, by the way? Oh, I guess we'll play it first. I like how it becomes CLASHARAMA himself. And he just gets stepped on. That's so cool, dude. Holy. We have the king skin. We have the warden skin. We have the minion prince skin. We have the queen. And we have the world champion, bro. These are low-key the best anniversary skins, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the pixel ones, though. I kind of want to put the pixel skins on just to wear them. Oh, this month's gonna be so good, bro. You guys have no idea. I wonder what this all means, by the way. This has to mean something, surely. Literally. Or maybe it's nothing? I don't know how I would decipher these numbers. Ask ChatGPT or something. I don't even know. 130.16, 256.08, 3.825, 0.57. Should I just Google the numbers or what? And see what we get? Maybe 130. Are they just random, or you guys think not? Maybe like there's no way they're just random. I don't know. When I look it up, it doesn't pull up anything. We need CLASHARAMA back. Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned, dog. W season reveal, man. This is so cool. When I first saw this, I like lost my mind. It's so cool, bro. Oh, I really like how they're introducing the seasons too. Like they do like the Cyber Clash into like the Clash of Mania. Absolute cinema, bro. The popcorn everywhere. I just start trying. Okay. Anyways, W season reveal, man. That's all we have so far, but stay tuned. Stay tuned. We have the Judo Slot Talks number 4 released yesterday. The Future of Clash of Clans Judo Slot Talks number 4.
Profile needs an overhaul.
Alright, we're gonna watch this.
Let's talk up.
Have you guys watched this or no?
Yes. Let's do it. Can we expect any updates to Build a Base?
No.
I'm like a VD Augustine for Clash of Clans. Nah, that's fire, bro. Cyberborn got clapped, he did.
There's 60 plus people on the Clash of Clans team. I'm just the one dumb enough to get in front of the camera. The profile needs an overhaul. We are talking a lot about
I haven't watched it either.
Emotes, spray paints, builder skins.
What are you doing in the game to try and help players?
Oh, builder skin seems cool.
And help
this is a long episode, man.
Building
Jesus.
from scratches, kind of a nightmare. We need Home Village to be perfect. Is this a game about building lots of different villages? Like, what is this game about? Lost a lot of good men in Townhall 11.
Clash is about progression, and temporary content is...
Let me know if the sound is good, by the way, like my mic in the game and the video.
I'm so sick of Hook Tower already, right? Some people just hate it.
Oh my gosh, I think it's the best one. I think it's interesting you mentioned the Eagle Artillery. Maybe we see it come back in a seasonal defense.
I'll give you a little behind the scenes here.
Oh, the video's too quiet, is it? Is it too quiet, guys? I can turn it up if we need to. I have it at 7 currently. It shouldn't be that quiet.
Seth, thank you so much for joining me.
Is
Thanks
it quiet?
All the way to Helsinki.
No, the pleasure is all mine. I want to dive straight in at the deep end. There is a lot of questions about Legends League, loot attacks that have been hinted towards being added. Where
There's no way. Maybe the video is just quiet then. Okay, I'll put it like at 8 maybe?
are we in the process of that revamp, and when can we expect it?
In progress.
I think the video is low-key just quiet.
When we launched Clash Anytime, as you know, right, Legend League players are still limited to their 8 attacks per day.
Yeah.
People below Legends can attack as much as they want. We are definitely looking into ways to allow Legend League players to have, beyond their fixed numbers of attacks per day.
Nice.
But yeah, we can't really give you like an exact timeline, but I do want to say that we talk a lot about Legend League, and this was something that we were thinking about while developing Clash Anytime. But of course, when you're developing it, you're not sure if it's going to be a hit or not. You're not sure if you're going to have to like roll it back. And the good news is that Clash Anytime has been great. Like a lot of our goals, I know, right?
I'm gonna say
Bro, there's no way they would have thought about rolling back Clash Anytime, surely, right? I think it's probably just like saying that just to say it for an update, but
sure if this is going to like.
there's no way to go back to that crap, dude. There's no way.
In reality, it's been wonderful. Like it has improved the gameplay experience, has improved the business metrics. Like we're happy with it from kind of both sides, and that allows us to shift our focus to like, okay, what other features in the game are affected by this, and how can we make this, a permanent part of the game and make sure everything else synergizes really well with the new Clash Anytime structure.
Awesome. I would totally agree. Like from a player perspective,
That's a cool shirt.
Fantastic. I think everyone's been happy with it.
That's a very cool shirt.
One thing that we do see from time to time, though, is you adjusted the trophy counts, and at the time, I remember in the dev video you talked about being worried about trophy inflation, and that's why you had adjusted them the way you did. Have you seen any data from that? Are the trophies likely to stay where they are, or are we going to see some adjustments to the amount of trophies being offered in attacks?
Trophy, you gain too many trophies and you lose too little, in my opinion, currently. And there's no efficient way to drop trophies if you want to. Especially if Clash Anytime existed in Legend League, it'd be fine. Or if there was like more trophies or whatever, it'd be fine. But currently, once you get higher up in Legend League, losing like 1 to 2 cups each attack is horrible.
Sure. I think it was the correct decision to dramatically reduce the trophy amounts, because we did.
They should reduce it more, maybe.
Clash Anytime, the amount of attacks per day like nearly doubled.
Minion Prince next skin is going to be CLASHARAMA. I posted it in my last video if you want to watch it. I showed the whole theme.
Casual players
for next month.
We are seeing this inflation of trophies, and
my
that's
last video.
leading to people getting maybe at the threshold of Legend League when they're not ready for it, or they're not really certain about it. Long term, I don't know. Like
20
there's
minutes
a lot
is
of really
crazy.
interesting philosophical questions going around the team about the role of trophies and what they play. Like there are people who want to play casually and just sort of loot forever and never reach Legend League. And meanwhile, there's very competitive players at lower town halls who don't necessarily have access to Legend League until they're, deep into the town hall progression. So we're trying to figure out like what is the role of trophies, and
should be hard to get to Legend League.
What's the right amount?
I don't think it should be harder to get there. I just think you shouldn't be forced to play it.
To gain it. How do we make sure that Legend League especially represents legendary players, right? Like represents the absolute best in the game. Whereas I think everyone right now sort of feels like you can sort of get to Legend maybe too easily, and then especially low Legends doesn't really represent the competitive structure that you might expect out of an esports title or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I think it's good that you're trying to cater to the different players.
I think it's fine.
Even once you get to Legends League, like you're saying, there's such a different dynamic in the players in there. But it is cool for people to feel like they beat the game and got to Legends League, right? So I do like that aspect. But that also brings up an interesting point, whether it's leagues in the game or anything else. You have a really difficult job of catering to like casual to competitive.
Yeah, true. There is a large player pool.
Whether it be casual to like dedicated people in the number of attacks they do, even if it's not competitive. How do you try and balance the game for new returning
Curious to see what he says here.
existing players?
Yeah,
So I care about this.
This is something that we struggle with kind of every update, is that Clash, in a way, it's almost easier to develop a really niche title, right? If you're making like a very specific, this game is just about the Pacific East military campaigns of World War II, and it's highly accurate to that. Pretty niche audience, but you can be really accurate to that.
Yeah.
Clash is a little challenging because we are trying to make the biggest strategy game in the world, right? The build and battle game that appeals to everyone. And you're right, that does range everyone from brand new players who've never seen Clash before, re-engaging players, but then also, within that, so this is side note, my uncle retired several years ago. The day he retired, he's like, what's that game you worked on? And at the time, it was Clash Royale. And he installed Clash Royale. He's played it every day since. Every day since for years. Like 6-7 years of retirement. Never watched a YouTube video. I don't think he's ever met someone else who plays Clash Royale besides me, right?
That's fair, bro.
We have millions of Clash of Clans players just like that, as well as millions of Clash of Clans players who are deeply involved in the
that's
community,
how it is like with every game too. Like
events.
there's so many levels to games, bro.
Really care about
super
their
casual.
So that's something we talk about a lot. The focus for this year has been trying to make sure.
They forget about farm attacks and Legend League until it's once totally buried underground. Well, they're kind of talking about it here.
That the journey and the end game are like a nice balance. I think it's a reasonable meme, maybe 2 years ago, when a new player would be like, oh, cool, new update, can't wait to play it in 6 years.
Synchronous, how you doing, man?
They were right. Like, it would take about 6 years from install.
Dropping out of Legend League was the best thing, yeah, true.
Game. And we realized, like, that's not a good balance. Like, if you want your friends to get into the game, you need to feel like that journey is possible and kind of like rewarding along the way.
Totally
agree. One of the main focuses for the team this year, for both the updates you've already seen and the updates that are coming in the future, is really reinforcing that core loop and making sure that the journey to get to the end game is fun, but also it's done in a reasonable amount of time. And of course, along that way, we need to make sure, hey, re-engage players who are coming back. This isn't the same Clash you remember from 10 years ago. A lot has changed, and updating people on all the changes. For new players, making sure that it feels like a modern video game. And Clash is about to celebrate its 13th anniversary, which, it's great to have a teenager in the house, but at the same time, a new player, they might install a brand new, just released 2025 video game, and Clash needs to look just as good, just as interesting, just as compelling, and that requires us to go through and sort of simplify old mechanics, streamline the progression, especially as you're moving faster than you did, in 2012 or 2015. So that is something that we talk about every day, but I think the main focus this year has been how do we make that journey.
Clash is an interesting game, bro. It's insane how long it's been around and how much it's changed. And the reason why it's changed is because there's only been one Clash versus like every year, like there's like a new COD, there's like a new this, new that, but it's been the same game, but just being like, changing every single time. That's so crazy to think about, bro. Like 13 years? Dang, dude. That's crazy to think about.
A lot faster and a lot
still playing this
smoother, but also make the end.
Would you use Reds or Dragons?
Players can really dig their
Roots are the best troop in the game. Dragons are the second best. Dragons are easier to use.
And getting access to features and inputs that newer players don't have to overwhelm themselves with.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point because people often ask, like, oh, what's your favorite Town Hall level? And my answer is always the highest one. Because
same.
That's where
Same.
There are people that say, oh, this is my favorite level because of this or that. But if you can encourage people to be like, well, I want to get to the top level because that's where all the fun stuff is, then that's certainly the goal. I do think there is a bit of a concern of accelerating Town Hall levels. So we get a new Town Hall every 12 months now. With that, as you're saying, accelerating the progress to max. Longer term players have had time to learn game mechanics, learn the different troops, and yet newer players are pushed through the game faster that they don't get to learn those mechanics. So that's where you end up with a bit of a tricky balance at the top level as well.
That is very true, yeah.
Players that haven't had time to learn the game in depth. How do you plan to tackle that in terms of helping players be educated through the game so they don't have to
that's why they added the cookbook, and that's why they're going to add creator armies, I assume.
Example of your uncle, they don't have to go to YouTube. What are you doing in the game to try and help
the cookbook
players see success and help them to learn the game?
Well, we just launched one feature that does sort of address this. The cookbook, I think, addresses a feature, a problem that players have had forever, which is, I'm new to the game, again, I don't have friends, I'm not watching YouTube, and I get to Town Hall 7 and I go, what kind of army should I play? Or I don't really know. Or maybe you've stuck with the same army from Town Hall 5 to Town Hall 10 and you're getting sick of it or bored and you want to try something else and you literally don't know where to start. Building an army from scratch is kind of a nightmare. What's 300 housing space? How am I supposed to distribute that between tanks and DPS and support troops and all this kind of stuff? Historically, you've just gone to Judo Sloth's YouTube channel and learned how to do that. And now I think the cookbook, specifically with the blend of starter armies that are very basic and don't have any epic stuff, and then these featured armies that have super troops and epic equipment and stuff, help move you along that educational path. But I would challenge the idea that Clash is too complicated or that we progress people or that
we have to change troops. Me too.
Brains around. If you look at Clash Royale, the very first tutorial battle, I think there's 4 or 6 different cards you play with, and then the second battle, still a tutorial, you have the full 8 card deck, and then after that, boom, you're off to the races with 8 cards in your deck and then more to choose from to alternate. In the first 6 Town Halls, there's 8 troops and 2 spells. It's a very small amount of content when you consider that people might be spending months. A really casual player might take 2 months or whatever to hit Townhall 7. So I actually think that we can accelerate the early Townhall progression and get you deeper into the game, get you to Heroes, for example, faster, where the game really starts to open up and has this customization and strategy element to it.
What's up, bro?
We could probably get you to Townhall 7 sooner, but that does require us to teach you a little more about the stuff you're getting and how to use it. It's one of those things that we deal with all the time, and there's probably lots of little features over the years that have helped with this. It's just, once it's out, it's just part of Clash and you don't really think of it. But great example, power potions. What a better way to try out a new troop or a new army strategy than use a power potion, see if you like it or not. That's a great one. The cookbook, as I just mentioned, we have the...
I don't really think, the thing with that is I don't really think people use power potions for that specific reason, though. I would like there to be an option to... Honestly, I would like to see more of a revamp to friendly challenges to make it where you can choose to use your current... This would be kind of a cool idea. You could use your current levels in friendly challenges, or you can use, like, the max level. Like, I don't know. I think, like, the biggest thing that a lot of players lack, especially casual players, is perspective. Now, the reason why I say this is because they just don't know the game. They don't know what's good, and it's impossible to know what is good. Like, the only way you really know is if you can use it yourself. Like, that's really with anything in life, right? Like, any game, you really only know if you like something whether you try it on your own. You can watch a YouTube video like, oh, throwers, but maybe you don't like throwers. So maybe like a more of a revamp to friendly challenges, and also make it so you can use heroes during friendly challenges too, not gonna lie.
Practice levels that launched years ago. Like, this is something that we do
regularly,
like, try
it's a friendly challenge. Why limit yourself? Fire shorts you posted. Thank you, man. I've worked on it a little bit.
Education of it, and we do have, of course,
Thank you, Zach.
other things in the future that we hope will help out new players, because yeah, we do want that journey to be faster. The kind of hope is that a player can install.
Like Dragons are running Clash.
1 to 3 years. I mean,
They're
depends
fine.
on, of course, how much
Let
you're
Dragons
playing
suck.
and whatever. In order to rush through 15 town halls in 2 years, we are going to have to give players a lot more time and effort to learn. Clash Anytime is one of these features as well, in a way.
Yeah, no,
Because
True.
Before, if I wanted to try out a new army, not only did I have to like start cooking it and then do 2 more attacks and then try it, but I might only do 2 attacks and then I have to wait longer, and then that throws off my learning. Now I switch to a new troop, pop a power potion, or new army, new recipe, pop a power potion, 6 battles in a row. I feel like I got a much better handle on that attack than I did, months ago.
Yeah. No, I think you do a good job in those aspects. I just think there's a lot other areas you could improve on as well, whether that be the... Let's go through a list.
Yeah, hit me.
I think the cookbook is, obviously it's its first iteration, right?
Sure.
So I'm not going to like blast it too much. I think the army...
I want to pause this so bad, bro.
Could be adjusted.
I could like yap about this for a while, because like honestly, this is like, I feel like this is one thing I talk about, like, I don't know, or I used to talk about a lot more.
They could be adjusted and improved for players, but also there is this thing of, okay, I copy these troops across, but I have no idea how to use them, right? Like even if you think of the most simplistic effective strategy at high level is like Royal Champion Dive with like all invis and dragons, and that's it. 1 spell, 1 troop.
Sure.
But for someone that has never seen that before, and they copy that army, they're like, how am I using these invis spells?
Right.
Do I put them on the dragons?
Giants or
Do
something?
I put, like,
Yeah, of course.
what am I doing with these? So
Perspective.
even that, when there's literally 1 troop, 1 spell, they don't know how to use it in a lot of cases. Again, like you could probably easily link to a YouTube video, but I think what would be better is if you have a replay button where, even if it's not an actual attack, you just like mock up the bases. I don't know if this is difficult when it comes to balance changes, but where they could press a replay button and see that army so they know how to use it. I always used to like TV Royale, where people could watch other people attacking. Maybe that's something that you can lean into, where people can just watch people that are using like this composition, see how they do it, or they can watch the top players who are battling using a specific army.
The theme is
CLASHARAMA into their recipes from there. So that, I mean, that's just one example in the cookbook.
Like that idea.
I think that when it comes to this troops, and you said there's only a few that get added, but I think there's a lot of mechanics that are difficult to know until you maybe you identify that the troop is doing something weird, but it doesn't tell you in the description or anything. And I understand trying to keep descriptions basic so you're not overwhelming people, but I really think there should be like an advanced description where any mechanic about this troop, I can read about it if I wish. I don't, there's a basic description, but an advanced one, let's use the Druid as an example.
Sure.
It can bounce through 5 different troops, whether that's ground or air. It will transform after it's lost its HP or a set amount of time. That's not clear in the current description, which means from a player perspective, yes, they can try it out and stuff, but they need a conscious effort of, let's deploy just this troop and watch what it does. Let me deploy this troop alongside a bunch of other stuff. And yes, as a creator, that's what I do when it comes to sneak peek videos, to figure out what do these new additions do. But there's not a lot of players that will do that, really. Like, some players will, obviously.
I agree.
So I think even stuff like that can go a long way in helping people to learn the game better.
Sure. Yeah, actually, some of these things, very doable. So as you noticed on the featured army, at the top of the cookbook, we have a kind of a highlighted army there. There's a video link, and you can go watch the video that Ferry and Marco recorded. It's not a full strategy guide, but it's a start. So we do have the technology to make videos, link them, and then have them attached to the recipes so you could watch a video replay of that. One of the things that was tricky with the cookbook armies initially was that we wanted to make sure that players who didn't have super troops or a lot of epic equipment could play them. And that is a bit challenging because, as you know, that like from Townhall 15 and up, the best army at every single situation was like Royal Champion Electro Boots with Invis. So we're looking at ways to address that, right? Like, we don't want that to be a dominant strategy of every single attack of, that's a balancing issue that we need to deal with. But also, I didn't want a player at Townhall 15 to go, oh, what army should I play? And every single one is like, well, Royal Champion with Electro Boots. You go, well, I don't have Electro Boots. And then you're stuck. Yeah. So we did set some pretty restrictive guidelines on
man,
the starter.
I'm gonna say a hot take so badly, bro. I feel like Electro Boots just ruined attacking in Clash of Clans, man. I'm sorry. I still believe it, bro. I still believe Electro Boots ruined attacking in Clash of Clans for so many reasons. I just gotta say it again, bro. Before, I would do Queen charges all the time. You would do QC Lalo, QC Hybrid, different QC variations, Warden Walking, Smash attacks. Now it's every single attack at every single Town Hall is just Electro Boots, RC Charge, boring strategy. Bro, Electro Boots low-key ruined attacking. If you, like, you can look at it that way. You can look at it like, sure, it made the game easier, but bro, Electro Boots just low-key ruined the game.
That's what I've been waiting for.
I don't want to be so negative, but dog, Electro Boots low-key just ruined attacking. I swear to God it did. Like, it just made the game so stale, bro. Yo, Supply, thank you so much for the raid, man. And what's up, Mr. Raul? Holy, hold on, me shout out here. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but that's actually how I feel, man. Like, I feel like the meta's just been so trash ever since they've been added, man. Genuinely, it's kind of sad to see, bro.
Army, specifically all
that's like one critique, you know. My honest opinion is ruined attacking,
that kind of thing. And of course, like, nobody really uses archer puppets. So when you're like, oh yeah, archer puppets good at Town Hall 7, it's not really meant to be like this is the most optimal strategy, but rather it gets you in there, you feel like you have everything, you try it out, and the player themselves.
Yeah, I'm watching the new vid.
Oh, maybe I don't want archer puppet. Maybe I'll use my frozen arrow that I got from an event and something instead. But I think we're going to loosen the restrictions on those moving forward. I do think that especially for endgame players, Town Hall 15, 16, 17. Is a bit too restrictive. I think it's reasonable to assume that by the time you're Town Hall 16, you've probably gotten epic equipment, just with gems, if nothing else, like not even the event pass. And you're probably sitting on gems and wondering, like, okay, I can buy one epic equipment, which one should it be? And then I think the cookbook armies can help direct those decisions. On terms of the info screens and stuff, yeah, like, I mean, we added those videos not too long, a year ago, 2 years ago, and the idea there was kind of the same thing, right? Like, how many more ways can we show the player what they're getting in a way that doesn't require them to like be lost or experiment themselves, but there's always more improvements to be made. And I think that our focus this year has really been on the core experience, and so a lot of these discussions do come back to how do we teach new players, how do we build things that are exciting. I mean,
it's cool, but
players. Druid's a really interesting example because that's a really complicated troop and not always super intuitive, and that's also a little bit of our problem. Like, maybe we shouldn't have made a troop that was so
like it's ruined the game
so that players could just pick it up a bit easier. Is there a way to do Druid, smoother next time if we wanted to do a troop with that many kind of overlapping mechanics?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I would say that it's good to have some troops like that for people that do want to delve into like the highly deep strategy. And Druids, I think they were a little bit unbalanced at first, and by a little I mean like they got nerfed by 50%, but like
crazy.
I feel like now they are a bit like a headhunter. They are used by the really competitive players, and they're used very effectively by them, but they're not used by the masses. And I don't think every troop or every unit needs to be used by the masses. There should be those troops as well that people can distinguish themselves, that really want to get a bit more clever in the game. So I don't think
we do talk about that in our playtest too. Like, is this a one-of troop or is this a spam troop? And you do want a nice balance. Like,
yes,
I was on the team when we developed Dragon Rider, and that was sort of like a fun spam troop for casual players. But you're right, 300 housing space of headhunters is not getting anywhere. And I think trying to find a good balance of sort of support or, you know, specialized troops versus spammable troops is something worse. Yeah, I'm not saying Druid was a mistake or anything. I was just giving an example of like, really it's on us as game designers to develop troops where you, the first time you play it, you go, whoa, I get it. Like, that's pretty cool. And if you have to dig too deep into it, maybe that's more our problem than like the UI's problem or the player's problem.
It's crazy, Turtle.
So, yeah.
We just try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, exactly. Before I move on to the next question,
I think
there's a lot of things on defense that could be done to try and improve that area, because defense is like 50% of the game, and yet it's so hard to get into base building or like learn that side of the game that there is certainly a lot of work that could be done there. For example, I had a legend season a couple of months ago where I was like, I'm going to design my own bases, and it's really fun to come up with that initial concept of like, what's the core reason this build will work? And once you've built that, then you get to the point of like non-defensive buildings, trying to like, and yes, you can place those very optimally to like mess up troop pathing and stuff, but it's not as fun finishing that build. Like, if there was a button that just let people scramble the rest of the buildings, or like maybe gave them some suggestions as to where to put them, like it would maybe encourage people into base building a little bit more. Also, when it comes to like learning attacks, I think there should be a clear line drawn that I understand the concerns of allowing heroes to be used whilst they're upgrading, but I think for a friendly battle, they should just be allowed. Like, you can draw the line that it's a friendly battle, a friendly war. That's where people practice. And if the heroes are upgrading, then they can't practice. Like, it's a friction point that, in my view, doesn't need to be there. But
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because, like, it doesn't make sense. It's the same thing with Clash Anytime. Like, I feel like eventually there's going to be so many things that just look back on that don't make sense currently. So it's like, I mentioned this so much on like Clash Anytime before I got added. It's like Clash of Clans is like one of, if not probably the only game in the world, for example, that like makes you like play and then like leave, and then play and then leave. And then like there's nothing to do while you're waiting on the game, you know, like versus like every modern game, you could just play and play and play and play. And you can get into the whole argument of like, oh, you know, like the whole ADHD era of like gaming, internet or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, if you can't play the game, then this is going to sound stupid, but if you can't play the game, you can't play the game, right? Like, if you can't play the game, you can't play the game. If your heroes are upgrading and you can't play the game, can't play it. So the only options you have are to play Build-A-Base or to play another game. They're not going to sit on the game. I guess you could do Sneaky Gob Farming, but at the same time, like, just like nobody wants to do that. Like, people want to play the game, you know? So I don't know, man.
Not expecting an answer from you per se. I actually already had that discussion about heroes when they're upgrading with David Burke. So I do want to
just an unnecessary friction point.
The next thing, which is the topic of players feeling overwhelmed from a lot of new content coming out. We talk about the crafted defenses in the Inside the Builder Hut episode, so I don't want to like do
chat's probably only to prevent bots and spam.
But if I were to set a 1-minute timer, can you give us a rundown of like why you added the crafted defenses and what you're looking to iterate on?
What's the point of Hero Hall? True. Yeah, Hero Hall, I think it's cool to have like someone to manage it, but I just hate the idea of like having to upgrade another building to get access to the hero. You know, like that's like another friction point for no reason.
The first thing to remember is that this is the first season of these crafted defenses, so really everything is up for grabs in future seasons. We gave it a 3-month window so that we had time.
So it needs to reduce building time. No, I don't really think everybody's solution to like making the game not boring is reduce building time, and I think that's just like I get it. Like everybody wants to reduce the building time, everybody wants to reduce the time, but like at the end of the day, I mentioned this like even before Clash Anytime, like they can reduce the time to go from Townhall 1 to Townhall 17 to 0, basically. You know, like let's say they did that, right? But if it's still like it just gets to the point where it just needs to be engaging the whole way through and not just at certain parts of the game, you know?
For those who aren't really
however they do that is up to them, but they need to make it like that.
sure of how production works, we're already working on like
revamp
the next
build
month's
base,
Gold Pass,
something,
when
you know?
The monthly Gold
Uncontrollable
Pass
heroes,
launches.
I don't
So
know.
oftentimes Gold Pass seasons are sort of locked, you know, months in advance. 3 months gives us the time to evaluate, really see how it goes, and make good decisions for the next season. And all these things are up for grabs. Like maybe the season is too short, maybe it's too long, maybe 3 is too many, or it should be 2 or 4, or, you know, there's all these things we can change. And so I don't want anyone to take the first season of Crafted Defenses as like absolute gospel that will never change. That's just really not the case.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier, we want the journey in the end game to be like a rewarding journey and a really healthy end game. Now, one of the problems we've had in the past was having enough content to keep endgame players occupied and feel like that they've got stuff to continue upgrading.
Yeah.
But then when we move on from that Town Hall, catch-up players have
He
to
will
go
get
through
targeted by Seeking Empire's Galaxy, yeah. He does.
the
He gets
dual levels. Think about
any troop that's invisible still triggers traps.
that's a great example.
Ground to
Like
air.
Town Halls 12, 13, whatever. We weren't sure what the right approach was for this. So what we did was, well, what if we just made 2 levels on Archer Towers? That way there's more stuff to do at Town Hall 12, Town Hall 13. Well then, now years later, people are coming through Town Hall 12 and 13 going, why are there 2 levels on these upgrades? And it's like, oh, you're right. Like, it probably shouldn't be.
Yep.
So the goal of temporary content, the reason why we're doing that, is to make sure that the existing town halls have enough interesting stuff to upgrade, a lot of really meaningful choices in how you want to build your base and what direction you want to go to, while making sure that content isn't slowing down players who are catching up later. You know, when we're on Town Hall 20, Town Hall 17 can't have all the stuff that it currently has because you'll never get through it. You'll never catch up.
Dude,
Or
Town Hall
the
17 has a lot of
costs are
stuff
so
too
low that
already.
It's not super feasible. So what temporary content allows us to do is reduce the timers, reduce the amount of time it takes to catch up to the end game, while still keeping the end game really chunky and having a lot of really interesting upgrades to keep you occupied till Town Hall 18 comes out. That's the thought process behind it. That's why we decided to go with this. In terms of the specifics, like these things cost too much or take too long to upgrade, or I don't like the defensive choices you've given me or whatever, like that can all change from season to season, and maybe the season itself changes in length as well.
Awesome. I think a lot of the goals you have for crafted defenses are really good. And I can understand the reasons for you doing them. And I think you meet a lot of those objectives. What it feels like is that the expectation has been thrown off.
Okay.
So to me, it feels like, from a free-to-play player's perspective mainly, it's already very, very tricky to get to be a maxed player as a free-to-play. And that is fine. That allows you to like have players that are buying the gold pass and stuff like that to actually accelerate. But the free-to-play players can get there if they put the time in. Whereas I think even if it's mathematically possible, the fact that the defenses have a 3-month window, but it takes like nearly 2 months to max them, I think the expectation that you can get 2 maxed and then max this on top is like, it just throws off the balance a little bit. If that goal feels so far-fetched that they can't get there, then they're much less likely to like persist with it, because I'm just not going to get there.
Sure.
And I know the reason for it is to try and help those players moving through, but if it throws off the balance where they feel like they're not actually going to be able to get there and then max this thing, that's where I think the main issue on them lies.
Yeah, it's definitely a balance. I mean, this is something, again, like we've mentioned a few times in this video, part of the reason that we can do temporary content means we can make that journey a lot faster, which means that if you're sitting at Town Hall 14 and going, God, I'm never going to get to max, we can actually do a lot in terms of reducing costs, timers, accelerating you, so that you really do feel like it's possible for you to get to Town Hall 16 or 17. But if you're sitting at Town Hall 17, we don't want you to be fully maxed for very long, right? Like we see what it's like. Everyone likes the dream of being maxed and having that little, no more upgrades available there. That's cool for about 2 weeks. And then after that, the game kind of loses its luster because it's a game of progression. Crafted defenses are
now I got a line. Now that I'm maxed, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't even want to. I don't even need to play on my account anymore. Like even playing wars and whatnot. That is so true, bro. I just want to play on my alts. I swear to God, I only want to play on my alts now. There's like no point in even playing on my main account anymore. Like there is, but I'm already maxed on ores. Like I don't know. I do like the progression part of the game as much as like I enjoy being maxed. I do like progressing in some kind of way. Yeah, like I'm probably not gonna play my main like that much next month. To be honest with you, there's no reason. I'm already maxed. Aside from content. Different skins to buildings, not just heroes. Like different skins to mine traps, etc. That way you can use gold and elixir differently and just upgrades. Honestly, like building skins, I don't know. Like I don't think they're gonna add like building skins, but I think adding different kind of skins to like the villagers and whatnot would be cool. Like builders, like I think that's fine. Like anything that really affects gameplay mechanics, though, probably not good to add a skin on it, unless it's like for troops. Troop skins make sense as long as they're like your troops. Probably, I don't know. It has to be easily identifiable. You know, you don't want to make it confusing for any player when they're attacking a base more than it already is. You know, there's already too many things to look at, so. I can see the whole thing where people they don't like the animation on the skins, but
that we think adds a lot of personality to your base. It's one of the few things that actually allows you to customize your base compared to other people. So we're going out with this first season. We hear you. You know, I can't promise anything right now because the season really just started.
You probably will.
You need the data.
Yeah, I need the data. I will say, like, loud and clear. Like, it's not like we're sitting in the team room completely oblivious to people's concerns, or when we read these Reddit posts or something, we're not like, wrong. You know, we take this into consideration. And we want to make sure that the next season is, of course, better than the first season.
Pest skins would be good.
Better.
Yeah, pest skins would be good.
We're also learning what kind of defenses we can put out there. So, for example, Hook Tower or something really controversial, even in our playtest. We almost didn't put it in the crafted defenses because some people just hate it.
Oh my gosh, I think it's the best one.
Exactly.
Hook Tower is so cool.
And some people
Hook Tower is so cool. Hook Tower is so cool.
What's really, really cool about seasonal or the seasons of crafted defenses is it allows us to experiment with stuff that we don't really have the confidence to put in permanently. Like, can you imagine if every single base had like a flame spitter and a Hook Tower, right? Like it's just a lot. People freaked out when we got rid of the Eagle artillery, and we didn't want to put like too many amazing, powerful defenses in as permanent upgrades, and then make the attacking too complicated. So,
telling you, bro, Townhall 17 is low-key the strongest Townhall, but the meta's cooked, bro. Fire Spitters are a good defense. Multi-gears are good defense. The crafted defenses are great defenses. Telling you, bro, the meta's just cooked AF.
We're really excited.
But Townhall 17, I feel like, is low-key the strongest besides Townhall 15 was.
About the gameplay.
Even currently, without any nerfs.
The aspect of it, they're very balanced. I mean, we can talk about this more in the Inside the Builder Hut episode, but like looking at the data, it is shocking how evenly balanced they are. And so my message to players, I guess, in the first few weeks of the season is, don't stress out.
Oh my creds.
There's no wrong choice. You know, pick the one you like the most and upgrade it, and see how you feel, say, a month from now. And if you still feel like, man, this is tough, like it's taking too long to upgrade, it's taking my focus away, keep telling us, keep letting us know. And your feedback has a really good chance to be integrated into Season 2.
Yeah. I'll give you my response, but I don't want to go on about crafted defenses for too long. We've got a lot of update questions I want to get to. So I think it's interesting you mentioned the Eagle artillery. Maybe we see it come back in a seasonal defense. That would be interesting. Like, you could actually bring previous defenses back temporarily, and temporary content is not satisfying. Like, it's not satisfying to, yes, you reap the benefit of it there and then, but once it's gone, that's not a great feeling, because Clash is about progression. We like to see our base progressing. It's one of the reasons that I've been saying, I think cosmetics that you can give for superchargers or the amount of crafted defenses people max, I think that should be a high priority, because then players get to like keep something from.
I agree.
There's a reason you used to prestige in Call of Duty to get like that little icon, right?
I agree.
I think that would be really important to.
I agree.
Give people
badges,
back
bro,
for the temporary upgrades.
Profile badges.
One more on like temporary defenses before we move to like update specific questions, but.
Hook Tower's not very good. Imagine he pulls Warden and Fireball and defenses on it, can show it. But you have to sack the Warden for that to happen, though. No, like a lot of the time, using your Warden in an attack is not good. I see what you mean, though. Like if it hooks the king, yeah, but like you're taking a risk, though. It's a good defense. It has like pros and cons, but it's a great defense, though.
Obviously, we have superchargers. We now have
with good base building,
crafted defenses. You've explained your rationale.
It just depends on the base.
At end game. Is this as far as we will see temporary content, or is there anything else in the pipeline? I did have like a comment about, could we see supercharged troops? Is this as far as you're going with temporary content?
Definitely not. Metas are to cook.
Or is there more in mind?
We don't know. Like, I mean, we have, of course, discussed supercharged troops. It's on Reddit. You know, it's a thing you can think of, right? The truth is, we will probably at some point go too far with temporary content and have to dial it back. I don't see temporary content as a thing that just continually, like, you know, we're not going to have 10 supercharged levels just to do it kind of thing. But we don't know what the limit is right now. We do know that it's sometimes difficult to to have enough content at max Townhall, like where we launched Townhall 17 and the time it takes to get to Townhall 18, people are right on the razor's edge, right? Oftentimes we're putting out extra upgrades because people are maxed within a month of the last update coming out, and we feel like we got to keep feeding them stuff to do. So temporary content really helps us address that problem by giving significantly more upgrades for max players to keep them busy. But yeah, there could be a day that we go too far. Like let's say we ended up doing supercharged troops and it turns out that that's the breaking point. Like you can just see it in the data, people aren't having fun anymore, they're overwhelmed. Well, then we'd walk it back. You know, we don't currently know what the limit is right now, and so crafted defenses are a way to test that limit without, again, just adding 2 more supercharged levels to everything. Let's try to do it in a different way. It sounds like some people are hitting their limits. So let's see, like, is that anxiety or is it real or is it, you know, is it a real concern? If crafted defenses are the breaking point, then yeah, we'll probably pull them back a little bit and then that'll be the limit of it. If it's not, if it turns out to be part of the game, we would probably try out some other temporary stuff. But I would ask the community just to have the understanding that we are going to keep testing with this, but if it goes too far and it really is causing pain to the player base, we're not going to stick to it. Like we're not religious about any of this stuff. This is something that we're trying to do to serve a very tangible, pragmatic goal, which is making sure maxed out players with 6 builders hungry for upgrades have enough stuff to do in between each upgrade.
I think that's very wise, and I'm glad that you acknowledge that of like, you don't know where the limit is, but once you hit it, you will dial it back, and that's understandable because we do want things to upgrade, right? Like it is something that people desire. There's a reason that on my second account, I only buy the Gold Pass and the Event Pass. I don't buy any special offers because I want something to do. Like typically for content, I max my main account, but I'm more active on my second account because I have stuff to do.
Exactly,
right? So, like, I thoroughly understand the rationale for it, but I'm glad that you accept that there will be a line that you cross and then you got to dial it back, which is good to hear.
We can be honest with you like this because I think the Clash community is one of the best communities I've ever worked with, right? Like, it's very mature, very understanding of the goals, very trusting of the game team, and so I think that is a virtuous cycle, right? Like we can be open to you guys because we're going to make mistakes. But the best thing that happens when we make mistakes is that the community has trust in us and they go, you know what? They missed the mark this time, but we know that they're going to fix it and do it better next time. I've been some of the games I've played, I've been playing for 20 or 30 years. You know, Magic the Gathering, online games like World of Warcraft, stuff like that. Yeah. And
what a boxy
there are eras that are good and bad, and you look back on the bad eras and go, oof, like I wish they hadn't have done that, but I understand what they were trying to do, and then the second time they did it, they fixed it, right? And I think we see that with crafted defenses. It's temporary because we didn't want to make any mistakes about putting in defenses that were miserable for the gameplay experience that we couldn't walk back in the future. And we did a lot of upgrades because we wanted to make sure that Judo Sloth 1 had a lot of stuff to do while Judo Sloth 2 was catching up to the end game. And yeah, if we went too far, we'll address it, but it's just too early to know. We're recording this, again, less than 2 weeks after
I like the update
plans. So almost nobody has anything maxed out yet, and we're just not really sure how it's going to feel long term. It could be that 2 months in, a lot of people have it maxed or near maxed, and they're going, oh, when's the next season going to start? I'm so sick of Hook Tower already, right? And then, actually maybe there should be fewer upgrades in shorter seasons. We don't really know. So we'll keep adjusting, but I just want to call out that the Clash community is part of the reason we're able to do this, is that I feel we can be honest and have this back and forth and take your feedback honestly because it's a group effort, right? Like we're making this game for you, and we're only doing a good job if you're happy.
Yeah. No, that's amazing, and thank you for
the transparency is kind of crazy, bro. In these interviews, man, I kind of like it. It's crazy. Like the transparency's, I feel like second to none, man. I don't know if I'm glazing here, but that's kind of interesting, man. Like hearing them just talk like straight up, like they're like, we're gonna keep trying temporary content, but if it comes to the point, we are gonna walk it back, but we are gonna keep trying it. I do respect them telling us that.
The release date as well, by the way, because this is
like I do like the expectation being set.
Sure.
So that's important that people recognize when you're saying about the data that like you don't have that yet.
Talk is cooking.
This was recorded weeks ago,
but anyway, still June in this world, in this room.
I think it's a very important aspect that you mentioned, right? Of like, and you have built that trust with the community over a long period of time, and we've seen you make mistakes.
Even at 100,
but it is always awesome, and you see this as well, and you'll have seen on the crafted defenses some of the discussion on Reddit about like you guys fix things like with the Gold Pass, it was a clear mistake, and like you acknowledged it and you fixed it within like 3 days.
So and I have the cyber scenery is crazy.
You built up that reputation as well, and I think that's where, like you said, you can be honest, but you can also know that the community will have that little bit more trust as well, because you have been doing a good job in the past with that. So,
and of course, there's 60+ people on the Clash of Clans team. I'm just the one dumb enough to get in front of a camera. So it's certainly not just me or Fairy. It's everybody.
Yeah, no, of course.
Let's talk updates.
Yes, let's do it. We've seen.
Oh wait! Before we start talking about updates, let me use the restroom real quick, chat. I don't want to like play it while I'm gone, bro. I gotta actually make sure I'm here to react. Give me like 1 minute, bro. I'll be right back. I promise, bro. Give me 1 minute. I'm back. I'm back. Are you guys still here, Kappa? Holy. Alright. Let's continue. My bad, bro.
Last year or two, it's been solely home village. Like that is the focus that we've had. And naturally, there was a lot of questions about Builder Base and Clan Capital. So starting with Builder Base, can we expect any updates to Builder Base? Are there any thoughts on where the team is moving with Builder Base?
Sure. You're totally right. The focus for the last year has been on the home village. And part of the reason why is
Most
that
interesting Clash. Why,
Clash
bro?
used to be a very small
Why?
team. Supercell teams used to be very small. One of the big philosophical changes we've made in the last 2 years is like, you know what? We need to have teams big enough to serve all the needs of the players. And when the Clash team expanded, and now we're over 60 people, and so triple the size of what it was during Clan Capital release when I was on the team originally, we realized there was a ton of backlog. There were so many things that needed to be done in the home village that we decided to commit the whole year to focus on that initial core loop. We need, as I mentioned earlier, this journey, this end game needs to be really, really strong before we can determine what role do these other features play in feeding into that core loop. There was a period in time where I think we thought that you'd have this home village and you've had the builder base as a totally separate parallel. Certainly when Builder Base launched, the idea then was that we're not going to do any more town halls ever again for the main village. It's going to be stopped at town hall like 11 or 12
Oh,
or
really?
whatever.
I never realized that was the
There was like a
intention.
2.5-year gap between town
Oh,
halls,
yes.
if
Well,
you remember
there
that.
was, yes.
So the thought there was, we're not going to do any more town halls. We don't want to do any more
my
progression.
goodness.
We're just going to make, we'll have Builder Base, and then that'll have its own progression. And when that's done, we'll do another base or whatever.
gosh.
Holy crap. Thank the Lord we didn't go down that. Dude, that is the craziest thing I think I've heard in a long time. Holy crap. Thank the Lord. Yeah, we got to rewind this back. Jesus.
core loop. There was a period in time where I think we thought that you'd have this home village and you've had the builder base as a totally separate parallel. Certainly when Builder Base launched, the idea then was that we're not going to do any more town halls ever again for the main village. It's going to be stopped at Town Hall like 11 or 12
Oh,
or
really?
whatever.
I never realized that was the
There was like a
intention.
2.5-year gap between town
Oh,
halls,
yes.
if
Well,
you remember
there
that.
was, yes.
So the thought there was, we're not going to do any more town halls. We don't want to do any more
my
progression. We're just going to make, we'll have Builder Base, and then that'll have its own progression. And when that's done, we'll do another base or whatever. Clearly, that's not what the players wanted, right? Like, we
Yeah.
just see that in the metrics, and even your reaction now is like, oh my God, what?
Like,
13 years. We got a lot of time to make.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
I think what we realize now is that it's not a multi-tent game. It's
It makes sense though, because they did put a lot of time in Builder Base. They did the whole Builder Base 2.0 thing. Builder Base has so much potential, man. It's just an extra chore to do, though. You know.
home villages.
I understand the reason why it was added. I didn't realize the whole reason it was added was to replace Home Village completely. I thought it was more sort of just like have something to do while your base is upgrading, but that's crazy.
Clans. And so that's where we've been putting our focus, and we don't really want to invest huge amounts of time into these other features until we know exactly where they fit and how they reinforce the core loop. So you're correct to notice there hasn't been much done on capital and builders. That doesn't mean we
Terraria,
don't
or
have
put
discussions,
Terraria?
we don't have ideas. One very minor thing that you probably didn't notice was actually Builder Base got moved from Town Hall 4 to Town Hall 6. Very minor change, but part of the reason why was, again, people are moving faster through those early town halls, and we were questioning, does it make sense for Builder Base to appear on like day 3 or day 4 of your progression? So by pushing it even a little further back, we can emphasize more to new players that really the focus here is on the main base. Builder Base, though, is really entwined into a lot of our systems. You know, clan games often requires it. The daily tasks of Gold Pass require Builder Base, so it's still there, right? But I think we need to figure out more long-term, what do you get out of Builder Base to the home village beyond just a 6th builder, right? Like, how does this really play into the experience?
And that's why they
What
added
should it unlock?
multi-gear.
How fast should it go? Should it reset? Like, should it be seasonal, right? Like, I don't know. These are things, this is not a, none of these things are
I
coming,
know.
right?
You
This
did
is more,
clarify. Literally, but
no work is being done on any of these ideas at this exact moment, but it's more of just, the philosophy is, we need home village to be perfect.
yes.
Near perfect, 90% perfect,
understand.
and then we go, okay.
Nice fireball.
At what point is Builder Base the absolute best addition to this core experience, as opposed to trying to live as sort of a separate village side by side alongside it?
I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's wise to push it back as well, because it's interesting that you mentioned the gap in town halls at Town Hall 11, because we sometimes see from players this like overwhelming nature of the amount of stuff going on now, the events,
Only
the
the crowds
amount
goes
of
for
updates
gems,
and
or 6
buildings to
builder.
upgrade. But my response is always like, that's a good thing. Like, I understand the overwhelming nature of it, but think back to when Town Hall 11 was, and we literally didn't see a new troop for like 2 years. Like, it was so, and we lost so many players because it was just boring, right? There was nothing really going on. It was only the people truly invested that like stayed at max level. Obviously, there was people coming up, but like we lost a lot of players there. And
I
do
stopped playing
wonder
at Town Hall 11 as well, I think. Yeah, I did.
whether the Builder
But I was Town Hall 9, though.
Base.
Lost a lot of good men in Town Hall 11.
I do wonder whether the Builder Base actually adds to that overwhelming nature.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like kill the Builder Base, but does it add to the overwhelming nature of like, okay, so I got to max this thing as well? All right, I'm done with this game, right? Like, or is it best to just focus on the home village, like you said, and then people know this is where the direction is, and not have the Builder Base as this like, oh my gosh, I've got to do this as well. Right,
We're even seeing that more with Clash Anytime. So I think one of the distinct features of Builder Base was the unlimited instant attacks.
Yep.
Now that Clash Anytime has that,
Exactly.
the kind of defining factor of Builder Base
Yep.
is in a way diluted, right? It's not as
Right.
prominent anymore.
Right.
I do think we are seeing this feedback again. Actually, so since Clash Anytime came out, people are advancing through the early town halls much faster, like significantly
Nice.
faster than before.
That's great.
So we have some players who are hitting Town Hall 6 and joining a clan and all that within a week, 2 weeks,
Great.
one or 2 weeks. And
Great.
for those players, they have this really odd experience of home village, build your village, you got it, doot, 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 doot. And then on day 3, they're like, here's Builder Base, build this village. You're like, okay, start building this. And then you join a clan, and 2 days later, it's like, here's clan capital, contribute to your clan capital. And you're like, is this a game about building lots of different villages? Like, what is this game about? Now, you and I know this game is about home village progression. It's about getting to Town Hall 17, getting all the cool stuff at the end game, and enjoying the journey along the way. But it's not clear to new players because we're introducing so many new villages so quickly. So I think that is a big discussion of like, how do we introduce clan capital in a way that that reinforces this is supplemental to your main village, and how do we introduce builder base in a way that it's clear why I'm going there and doing these battles and how it supports the main village.
Right.
Yeah.
That is actually a good way of explaining it. How does playing builder base help my main village? How does doing this help my main base? That's the entire point of adding these things, or should be the point of keeping these things in the game.
Has a
Can I have War Arena scenery in
early,
this guy?
in the sense that if
I really hate builder base. I don't think anybody
get
does.
my friend to
What's up,
download
Evu?
and start playing Clash
Bro, wait, did you leave the server, Evu? If so, why, bro?
of Clans,
I'm mad
we
at
can't
you.
really play together if I'm 17 and he's like. Whereas Clan Capital is a route where people can actually, play together in a way and feel. So I think Clan Capital has a bigger role of being
Multi-gear, yeah.
early.
And you don't build. I think that's the key. So actually,
Yes.
I'll give you a little behind the scenes here. One of the earliest versions of Clan Capital was that each person would build their own district. So there'd be 50 districts and you'd build your
Wow.
own. But it came back to, this was a very early concept and we didn't even prototype it.
Interesting.
But one of the big feedbacks when we even discussed this was like, I got to build another base.
Yeah,
and so
true.
a few people build bases already, as you mentioned, like that. The idea that then we'd have more burden of like, hey, build and upgrade your capital district, and if you don't do it, everyone in the clan's mad at you for having a weak one. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, again.
I could see
so
that.
that's why we have this sort of contribution system where really only the clan leaders are building the base and everyone else is just dumping resources into it. That was, a way to address that concern of like, how many villages do I got to build in this game? So.
Yeah, I mean, I just find it interesting that you are conscious of like not just rushing an update for these villages and actually just making sure it's connecting to the core
Gem mine,
gameplay
yeah,
loop
real.
in a clever way. I think that's really smart.
Thanks, builder.
Moving back to the home village then, like you said, home village is Clash of Clans. Sorry, Asher.
Shout out Asher,
Are there
bro.
any plans to
The goat.
expand single-player practice maps? Like, I personally think that the single-player Goblin maps would be perfect as like a map maker in Clash of Clans. Are there any plans for like single-player and practice maps?
Bro, creative mode. Some kind of creative mode would be so cool, bro. Like, man, just look at a game like Fortnite, bro. Like the creativity. Imagine you can like just do whatever in like a base in like a sandbox mode. That would be so crazy, bro. And you can like make like different maps. I don't know. Something like that would be like next level for the game. But bro, that would basically make it so that there would be no reason to like really hop off the game, Like I feel like there should never be a reason to like hop off a game. Like the only reason you do is like if you get bored or if you're like busy, But you shouldn't be like essentially forced to hop off the game, bro. I feel like that's just like so contradictory,
Nothing I can talk about today, but I agree with everything you said. I think one of the issues is that the single-player campaign we have currently doesn't adjust to your Townhall level or anything like that. It's just sort of a static series of maps. So if you start it and then stop by Townhall 5 because you just forget about it, and you come back at Townhall 9, you just like ruffle stomp your way through everything. It doesn't really scale up to match you. There are some really cool ideas. It's not terribly hard to make more levels. I mean, we obviously make challenge levels every month. We do the controllable hero events from time to time. So making new maps isn't a huge issue for us, and we have had a lot of discussions about UGC and ways to, enable
Getting
players to make
Twitch,
more of their own
damn.
content. So it's not impossible.
Clan
but
Capital's still cool. It's very useful still. Great
it's not
battles are
going
good.
to focus right now largely because PvP battles are really the core of the game.
Yeah.
So few people engage in the current single-player campaigns that if we were to do a new single-player campaign or more levels, it has to have a really good reason or a really juicy reward to do so. It wouldn't just be like, oh, we added 5 more levels.
I think they are actually incredibly popular, but I think the reason you don't see much engagement in it is because they're very one and done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate nature of them. So maybe if you did have user-generated content, you could like rotate new maps in more often to where they weren't as one and done. But I will say for the Goblin maps, I like that
He
they
didn't.
are fun and
Sadly.
goofy as
Goofy and
well.
weird
like
mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It doesn't, like some of the challenge levels are like an actual attack because you're using that to like teach people a various strategy or whatever. But I personally like the puzzle levels where it's different to the core gameplay, and you can tell that it's different. You're not just doing a Clash of Clans attack in this other part. Like, I like that the Goblin maps are really goofy. You've got like a ton of Inferno towers and like the Eagle Artillery one,
That's what I mean. I was just going to say, like, Clan
aspect.
Capital, one of the most fun things about Clan Capital to me is that we could do districts that had, 8 of the same weird defense, and of course you can't do that in Home Village. So there are a lot of things that you can do in single player that you can't do in multiplayer, right? You can make a Goblin map with a 5% completion rate and it's okay to keep bashing your head into the wall to try to fix that. Whereas you never want PvP battles, to lose 19 out of 20 times. So
yeah, exactly. And I think as long as the single player maps, whatever you did with them, they kept that like unique charm as well, would be really important. So I wanted to go through a couple of quickfire things with you now, if that was okay. Just mix up the pace.
Okay.
Base layouts. Could we expect more base layouts to begin with? Is that something we could see in the future?
Could is the answer to everything.
Base layouts?
Right now, most people don't use a lot of their base layouts, so it's possible, but I don't think it's something that you should expect.
More of like a
in the
higher level
future.
player issue.
Renaming layouts, though, might be more viable, or more, I would say, these are all viable, maybe more useful. Like, we do have a lot of very hardcore players on the team who are switching between different base layouts, and they lose track of their own, what's the purpose of this base? What was I using this for? And I think that's maybe a pretty trivial thing to add. It's just a little bit in the UI there, but I will say that, like, one of the big challenges with mobile games.
Having default base layouts would be good for each town hall, actually. Like, having very generic base layouts, when you get to a new town hall, you can set a new base layout. Because having to go and find a new base layout is kind of annoying. People are always asking for that. This should be a native feature. Similar to the cookbook, the next thing should be a layout adjuster. Like a fixed layout so you can choose from for each town hall. I like that idea.
Game development in
I
general.
know I didn't say that, I just come up with that.
It's 80% UI UX, and adding 10 UI UX artists doesn't necessarily make it go faster, right? So there is some limit of like what's the right amount of UX artists we can have.
What's up, Storing Eagle?
Where we keep a
Love your skin
consistent
reviews.
style
Thanks, man.
and make sure
Appreciate
that all
it, bro.
the features are going through that. And I think
Stay
that's
tuned for
been-
more.
For a lot of these things, that's often the bottleneck. Is like, we need to make sure that we're not risking a bigger feature that has a lot of screens involved, like Clash Anytime, things like that, because we're doing too many little like dinky quality of life things that might not have a huge impact. But I do like the idea of renaming layouts, and of course more base layouts or even more like recipe slots are something that for a small selection of players is very useful.
Yeah, like, I mean, the extra base layouts, even in the current form, cost gems. I think that's fine because then the more like competitive people that are pushing in Legends and wanting to rotate more bases, like, it's easier to manage. And the renaming is like one thing I touched upon in my updates I'd like to see video. But yeah, when you're pushing, and I just have like a Google Doc that I list.
Having like a suggested clan castle is cool too. I like that idea.
Okay. Home village.
Yo, I like that idea a lot. Yeah, defensive CC should always be different than offensive CC, in my opinion. I think that's another thing that should change.
Base number 1 is this. Clan war base number 1 is this base. And then like you're trying to track it there. It'd be obviously a lot easier to just have the name in the game. Maybe that's something that's even tied into when you share a base link. You can actually plug in the name and it'll copy that in the base link. CC requests being tied into that as well. And actually under a base, selecting what you want as a reinforcement CC, so you don't have to like have that tracked somewhere.
Never
else
thought
as
of that
well.
actually. Yeah, I never thought of that. I never
Yeah,
thought
so,
of
like,
that. I never
those
thought of
things I
that.
think would be really good when it comes to bases. I did say we're going to keep it quick fire.
I like that
I'm
idea.
trying to obviously pull a lot of questions from my community and stuff. One I've seen a lot was renaming of clans. Is that it happens for the esports scene, but is that something we could see in the future?
Could, sure. Like the focus this year is home village, but we've discussed what's the focus for next year, and one of the main things that keeps coming up is just social. Like, social
Yeah, I was
gameplay
gonna
is
say
so
social.
key to Clash of Clans.
I agree.
And defining like how to make better social experiences as part of that, and a lot of these things
100%.
around clans are in those discussions. Like,
Yep.
should we have clan alliance? I mean, this is
the next question.
the next one. Yeah, should we have alliances between clans? Should we allow people to move between clans? What is 50 people even the right amount of people for a clan? You know what I mean? Like, trying to figure out what is the best way to do social in Clash of Clans is like a focus for the future, but I can't promise anything in the next update or two because, again, we're working through the backlog of all the home village stuff that we want to do.
What about a private tab for friendly challenges, so you could just friendly challenge your own base without like annoying your clan?
I like that idea.
You could maybe keep some of your base. Maybe that's an actual solution to base slots. You could actually just, I mean, I guess you'd still have the cooldown, but whatever. You could store more bases in your private tab.
Sure.
Store armies in there. Any thoughts on that? Because I personally think it would be amazing. Like when I was doing a bunch of friendly challenges to like warm up for legend attacks, I would like move out of my regular clan because I was just for an hour I was just going to be like spamming with friendly challenges, and like some people even just not even that aside of spamming the chat. Some people don't even want others to watch them as they're doing the so there is like a workaround to go to a different clan, but I don't think there'd be a security risk or anything of like having a private tab.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. We've also, in Clash Anytime, when you make your troop requests, if you notice, you can actually X out of that. You can X the request and make it delete from chat. So that's another feature we could also add where you're able just to delete all those records from it. So you're still doing it in your clan chat without a private tab, but at least it doesn't clutter because afterwards you just go, okay, delete, 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 delete.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see that getting a bit tedious as well, to be fair, but maybe
I like that, yeah. I don't like that idea, Loki. I don't like
some
that
sort
idea,
of filtering
Loki.
system could be a solution as well. Removing obstacles, not requiring a builder is something that we've seen, and I had a lot of questions about, could we see that for walls?
No.
Yes, I know the reasoning behind this, but can you explain that for people?
No! Quit
Money.
asking! No, I was kidding.
Money.
The reason why, so Clash Anytime, we let people attack as much as they want. Here's the problem. If I have all my builders active and
And they would ruin the Loki would kind of mess up the economy, yeah, Loki.
finish my session and I've got 10 million gold and I don't want someone to take my 10 million gold, I just dump it all into walls.
Yep.
No builder needed.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop,
Yep.
boop, and now my base has 0. And of
Yep.
course, one of the things we want is that every time I see a base, when I'm nexting and looking for bases to loot, that there are juicy targets out there. That
Yep.
nothing's more exciting than finding a base with like 2 million gold and elixir, and you're like, oh baby, right? And that would essentially never happen if people could just dump all their excess resources into walls without a builder. So you can do this, of course, if you have just one builder free. You can Clash Anytime and then just dump your resources into walls and leave your base very barren. But we don't want to allow that when you have full max builders because then there's essentially no resources to loot.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Totally.
And then you would have to do more artificially boosting of loot, and then that would just make it more pointless. I agree.
Thank you for covering that. Just having that rationale for people as well is important when they don't understand the reasons why and they just see it as a...
That makes a lot of
You know
sense.
what we almost did with Clash Anytime is we almost put it in so you could only upgrade X number of walls per day because we were so worried about people dumping all the resources into walls that we almost said like, okay, with Clash Anytime as a limit, you can only upgrade 10 wall pieces a day or something just to prevent that from happening.
Holy, thank God that wasn't added.
Not to go out that limit, and thankfully it hasn't been so bad, but
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. That would be a terrible
frustrating
update.
point. And when it comes to Hammer Jam, you'd have to lift that anyway because like that's an exciting time for people to be
Jesus.
able to, like, get through.
Dude, it's so
walls
interesting hearing all these ideas they didn't put out, and you're just like, damn, that good thing, dude.
They can. In the,
That's crazy. I honestly kind of like this, hearing that, because we obviously see the ideas they put out because they're in the game, but we never get to see the ideas they didn't put out. Honestly, I'm more interested in the ideas they didn't put out and the reason why.
So anyway,
That's
you can
intriguing.
Just say yes to these next couple.
Low-key.
Are we seeing more updates this year? Townhall 18 this year? Heroes when they're upgrading?
Oh, Townhall 18 confirmed?
I was trying to trick you.
Oh.
Part of the celebration of 100,000 subscribers, I have a list of interviews that
Tower
we've been
guy?
doing, and David
Sure.
Burke actually spoke into the using heroes when they're upgrading. So we don't need to go into it in any great depth. I was just trying to mess with you a little bit there and get a yes that I could clip and
Yeah, exactly.
Seth said we're getting heroes.
Clip
when
farm,
they're upgrading.
clip farmer.
Anyways, moving on. We talked about friendly challenges and having its own private tab, but for me, I think there's a lot that could be done to improve friendlies altogether, right? Whether that be having friendly challenges persist, whereby multiple people could attack, and then we have some sort of leaderboard within the clan. I would love to see a friendly legends day, right? One thing you asked for creator feedback with Clash Anytime was, could you see people live streaming the game longer from this? Can you imagine the live streaming opportunities of if you could have 8 live streamers go into a friendly legend day, everyone attacks everyone, there's the leaderboard just like legends, and that's a 1 hour stream for everyone to show their perspectives. And
Facts.
I just think it would be so
Yeah, because the
amazing.
only thing we really have is the whole King of the Hill thing, which sucks because you got to go and you can't see every replay, or it's all messed up. And then also friendly wars, but friendly wars take time and whatnot.
So a friendly legend day, but then all out blown.
Next season's
friendly
fire,
wars
bro. One of the best
where
seasons.
You could just have fun. It's a friendly. Whether we ban troops, change the attack time, the amount of troops we can take, controllable heroes could live in there. Maybe you could even use your hero abilities on defense because why not? It's a friendly.
That would be
Just let us
crazy.
go
I like that
wild.
idea though. I like all these
What are your
ideas.
thoughts on any of the above?
I like
and
those
improving
ideas 'cause they're
friendlies in the
unique.
future?
These are all great suggestions.
I agree.
The way that we tend to work, though, is focusing on one set of features at a time or one aspect of the game at a time. I think with a lot of these things, if or when they come to Clash, it would be happening kind of all at once. It would be sort of you'd see an update that says, we are reworking friendly challenges, and in that update would have all of these things, 30 of these fixes or changes all at once. I don't think they would be done sort of piecemeal, little bit by bit. But none of those are being worked on at this exact moment. But just
if we see something like that in the future, likely we would see like bang, big thing
you're
in the
going to see
future,
like,
rather than like, oh, you can do this and like little bitty.
Yeah, that's the last interview. Yeah,
like the clan chat things are likely going to be rework the clans, and then in that rework is a new clan chat with all these new features and all that kind of stuff, just so that we don't have again individual artist programmers working on like random disparate parts of the game at the same time.
Yeah, totally. I personally think like, features like that should be a big focus moving forward, whether it's Clash Anytime, whether it's changing and improving friendly challenges, because clearly you need to keep the game progressing at max level, which we've already discussed, why that's important, but also that can't just be the only route of like, to help people enjoy the game and want to keep playing to get to that point, they need the best gaming experience. So I think focusing on features is something that should be a big priority. And you know, I'm not saying that you're not doing that, because clearly you've done that with Clash Anytime, but from my perspective, I think improving the actual gameplay throughout all Town Hall levels and all players is something that is obviously very important to keep focused on. One thing I did want to touch on was it's been hinted towards in the past as like we could do with updating, whether that be like icons, banners. As I mentioned earlier, I think the more you're leaning into temporary content, the more I feel like a cosmetic, whether that's your icon that like upgrades the amount of supercharges you do, I think it's becoming a higher priority the more you're leaning into temporary content. But is there anything on the roadmap with regards to the profile and new UI there? Because it feels like something that's hinted towards, but it's always that thing of it's kicked down the road for something else that's more important.
Yeah, I definitely think that the profile needs an overhaul. I mean, we did an overhaul to it several years ago. That's when we added like kind of the progression levels and boxes and all that. But that's not quite hitting the mark in terms of like having the cosmetics to show off and really displaying like the sum of your account's achievements. I agree that actually if you do temporary content, there should be something permanent from it. I mean, really, that's even like the skins you get from season passes are kind of the same thing, right? Like, you know, I completed the season pass, or I was there for that season because I have the skin to sort of show off for that. Again, going back to making sure the home village is 90% perfect, it's much easier to build the profile that reflects all the things that you have in your village once we know the village is kind of locked into how this is going to be. So for example, if we had done the profile 6 months ago, we didn't even, I don't think even started crafted defenses 6 months ago. So if we had launched it, it would be showing the stuff, but it wouldn't even have a slot for crafted defenses. So we want to get to a point where we feel like we really like the progression. We really know, again, the extent of temporary
profile should show equipment levels too.
Content, we're not going to be doing more temporary content than like whatever we're doing at that time. And then it's a lot easier to say, okay, this temporary content supercharges go into this badge. This cosmetic is based from the seasonal crafted defenses and things like that. No timeline, but I will say that we are talking a lot about smaller cosmetics, emotes, spray paints.
Nice.
Icons, maybe, you know, when you go into a Clash Royale battle, you see the whole things
and stuff.
Perfect for Clash of Clans. You attack someone, you see their little badges before you reveal it. You kind of already have that with legendary sceneries. Like if somebody has a legendary scenery, you see the little animation, so there's timing for it and all that. I think a lot of it's just what and when and how, but philosophically, I think it's pretty much agreed by everyone on the team that we should have something that represents your progress on temporary content. If you're really going to lean into it, invest it, you should have something permanent to take away. Again, I can't give a timeline, but over the next several months or years, there will be more cosmetic types.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Like it's I do appreciate wanting to get to a spot
legendary
where
sceneries are going to come back after a year. They've been released.
People know it is something that will come in the future, but it's like you don't know when.
Can I tell you my favorite one?
Okay.
Again, nothing. We can
this is your personal favorite.
This is my personal favorite.
Yeah,
no guarantee we're doing this. This is just something I like. Builder skins.
I like that
idea.
I love
it.
I like that idea.
Villager skins.
Yeah, well, let's make the builders 3D models. Yeah. Let's dress them up, because you see them on attack and defense. Like, I see these swear word builders repairing the buildings.
Hey, yo.
So,
yeah, true.
Yeah, like they might
Builder
as well
skins and villager skins would be good.
If I'm listening,
I loved the 5th Clashiversary where the builder.
Dude, that was so cool, bro. Like, imagine you can set your freaking builders to be barbarians. It would be kind of confusing though, so you'd have to make it really distinguishable that it is a builder. Like, put a hammer in his hand and put a hat on him or something.
because you don't want us to think, you don't want to be thinking that's a CC troop, especially at higher town halls. Like you see a barbarian running, that could affect your pathing. But
like the barbarian is the builder, then the witch is the builder, and it was really
that
fun.
was
It was
cool
nice and
though.
refreshing. I think
Damn,
that's
bro, they need to bring this stuff back. That is very cool,
perfect
man.
area for cosmetics. The villagers again is something where it's almost like a different character, right? Not even a
Yeah,
skin. You're
that's
actually
cool.
having the villager be a different character.
Yeah, I
You
would buy that for sure.
You could tailor that way. All villagers are the same, or maybe you can actually have multiple different villagers looking different. Like,
Oh, that'd be
whatever
cool.
values you
Yeah, that would be cool.
One of a Supercell beta
played
games?
Everdale and gave feedback, but I didn't persist with.
Sure, you weren't
playing
OJ
it.
tier.
I
and
was
you've
not
been doing
OJ
it.
tier.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about that game.
Never
is you
played
can
this
dress up
game.
your
I've never even seen
villagers,
gameplay.
and it was fun to sort of have the one villager who I dressed like a lumberjack and he was really good at chopping wood and that kind of thing. Obviously, the builders in Clash are not
Never
quite
played that
so
game.
specific like that, but I do think that people would enjoy.
I think so.
Matching a scenery, having builders.
Yeah,
that sort of
I've
fit
heard
with
of
the
it, but I've never even
scenery
seen gameplay of
that
it.
fits with other skins, their hero skins and things like that. So there's
That game got
ideas
killed,
out there,
right?
but again, it's
That game it was a Supercell game that got killed, right? Or no? It was a Supercell game, right?
It's all a matter of focus and what when. We're recording this in June, and one of the big challenges is that we're just starting the update cycle. So literally, like this week, we're having these meetings of like, okay, should this go in the next update or the update after that? Should we move this around, shuffle it? And so if we were talking in, let's say, mid-August, I'd be able to tell you with a lot more certainty what's coming in the next update. But just because of the timing of this video, I really can't.
Farming
So
Simulator?
to the community, I know it feels like
Gotta kill the
I'm
beta,
not really
damn.
giving super solid answers to everything, and it's because we're literally doing that sort of update planning right now. But
That's
the next two
understandable.
updates have amazing stuff in it. Like some
Hell
really,
yeah.
really, some of the stuff you've asked me about, we will definitely address. I just can't tell you what or when because I can't make that promise, but
Yeah.
Hell
I promise
yeah.
the next two updates are going to be great.
Hell
that
yeah!
is-
Honestly, all the episodes have been a banger, bro.
Amazing to
This
hear.
year.
And I know you can't commit. There's a big.
I'm so excited for next season, guys. I know that some people don't like the CLASHARAMA skins, but I'm telling you, bro, you guys haven't even seen them yet.
team, right? Like you can't just make
Trust
the
me.
decision of, and you,
You
don't
have no
want to
idea.
commit to something and then not.
Next
not,
one's gonna
like,
be good,
deliver on
bro.
that if
Ferry's
something
got a
gets
pistol just
delayed.
off camera.
He is really looking at me right now, isn't he? You didn't want to commit to a 6-month like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to also give you the opportunity of if there's anything we didn't discuss that you want to share with the team, or even just a message
How's
to
your main
the
looking at
community.
you? Send a picture.
Now is your time.
We did this video, and we're doing the Builder Hut because of the community feedback. The community said, we want to hear more about this. We want to know your thought process. We want to know why you're doing the things you're doing. And we don't want to be secretive. We don't feel like, that our motives are bad or anything like that. If we're doing something wrong or you disagree philosophically with, how we're approaching this game, let us know. There is not a day that goes by that we aren't seeing some meme off Reddit or some Twitter post or some long thing from the creator Discord channel or whatever that's being shared to the team. Every week, Ferry and Marco and Vlad show us, they do a slideshow of like, here's the community vibes, here's what people are worried about, here's what people are suggesting. We see things from new troop ideas to complaints about mid-town hall progress to crafted defense feedback, etc., right? And we're reacting to it all the time. And I know it can feel slow because of course updates are months apart and sometimes you're like, oh my God, I wrote this post last week, why isn't it fixed this week? But that's game development and large scale production, right? It's going to be a little bit slower to react than you would like, but we're an open book. Like, by all means, keep making your big posts, keep giving us feedback, keep contacting us. Creators, can contact us directly and share what their audience is thinking.
W would do, bro.
We're taking it all in.
Summer Jamming Gold Pass.
We are genuine when we say we want this
Coach
to be
Army.
the biggest strategy game in the world. And right now, Clash is growing. Like, it is a game that is growing, and that's because of this sort of symbiotic relationship between our community and the developers, and we want to
You don't like the
keep
new
leaning
theme,
into
really?
that. So
Why?
yeah, let us know. You want Clash to be the best game ever. We want Clash to be the best game ever, and where we find agreement, those things will happen.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that and like reassuring people. And I think, like I said, over time you are certainly building that trust with the community. And I would just encourage the open transparency and the communication and continue to do a good job on that. So,
And we're going to mess up. Like I said, as I said before, we will mess up from time to time. Just as a kind of ending maybe story, I've played Magic the Gathering for over 30 years now. That is a game that has had broken metagames from time to time. They print cards they shouldn't have printed, things like that. And they fix it. And now when a new set comes out and there's something that's a little broken, I go, you know what? I see what they're trying to do. Like, they're trying to challenge us. They're trying to give something they've never done before. And when you do something you've never done before, you don't exactly know where the limits are right away. I hope that we can look back on the Crafted Defense Season 1 and go, I get what they were doing, and God, the other seasons were much better. And I really hope that 10 seasons from now, when we have done so many crafted defense seasons, we can start to even play into the nostalgia of it. As you mentioned, like, we could have a season where we bring back Eagle Artillery against a super OP defense from Season 3 and a super OP defense from Season 5, and people get to have this fun of like, oh man, what was better, right? Like, the Season 3 broken one or the Season 5 broken one. They'll both be balanced by then, but you know what I mean? Like, we're building a history together. Like, this
That's
is
exciting,
a 14-year-old
man.
game, and at some point, games go from sort of trendy and ephemeral to timeless and classic, and I see Clash of Clans as on the same tier as Civilization and these other strategy games that just have decades of history behind them. We're building that history right now. So when something feels bad, let us know. We're going to fix it. And you know what? Maybe 2 years from now, you're going to be sitting around reminiscing on this period of your life. You know, oh my God, I was playing so much. My kid was just born, and that means I was playing a lot more because I was up with the baby. But then 2 years later, time came, and I quit playing Clash for a year. But then I came back, and all these new things were improved. And like, Clash is really more than a game, right? It's for us, for you. It's more than it's your career. It's my career. And in a way,
it's crazy.
Really
It's just on 20, not 15. That's 2 weeks.
More so than other video games out there. We're in this for the long haul, and so yeah, like, keep talking. Right? The worst thing that could possibly happen is that people quit talking about Clash. So if something's making you happy or upset, let us know.
Then you can aim to fix it.
The conversation never stops.
Exactly. And I do think it's important that you mention the long-term aspect of things, right? Because when it comes to crafted defenses, I know that feels a bit controversial, and there's a lot of like talk about it now, but you are doing that for the game to live on and make sure that in like 5 years' time, it's still relevant, and you're adding things that will help long-term success of the game. And I think that's also something that we need to keep in mind as well when these are getting added. And like you said, just give you that chance to fix it as well. So hopefully I can interview you again in the future. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. I'm sure my community has enjoyed it as well. So
anytime,
thank you very
buddy.
much.
You know where I live.
Appreciate it.
Dude,
really hope you've-
honestly, Seth is so cool, bro. Seth is really cool.
Enjoyed listening to this 4-part interview series. I had a blast chatting with the Clash of Clans team. Thank you for submitting your questions, and thank you for 100,000 subscribers. I wanted to make sure that we could celebrate that here on the second
Congrats,
channel,
man.
because I really do appreciate your support, and I hope you've liked listening to a peek behind the curtain as to what the Clash of Clans team think and how the game is developed. So thank you once again, and I will see you in the next video.
Dude, that was, bro, such a great series to watch along and see all of the ideas and discussion in general. Thank you, Judo, for all the work you do for the Clash community. Hardcore glazing. Hopefully your heart's a Kappa. Nah, but for real though, man, what a good series. We can probably watch this tomorrow because he's pretty much recapping everything. So I don't feel like watching it today, but we'll watch this tomorrow. This came out yesterday. Looks like a solid video too. Looks like a banger. So really good series, man. I enjoyed honestly all of them. The first, second, third, and fourth. In terms of the ones, I don't know if I should say ones that I enjoyed more than the other. I really enjoyed the David one, and I honestly enjoyed the Seth one. I don't know. Probably because they were the longest ones too. I don't know, but I did like this most recent one because it talked a lot about the core aspects of the game. And I like this one because David was really hyped about the Clashiversary. That was really fun to look at, bro. And then like Wars. I feel like these two, I feel like all of them were good, but these two were low-key my favorites probably. If I had to pick two favorites. So probably the first one maybe. I don't know. I think all of them were really good. W series, if you guys haven't already watched them all, go watch them. Banger content from Judo's Lost Chicken channel for hitting 100K. Congrats to Mr. Judo. Fire season, man. I'm excited for the August theme, dude. Genuinely. I think next month, man. I really think that next month is going to be a really good season. Like I said, has a chance to compete with the 10th anniversary. Genuinely believe it. I'm really excited. I think there's a lot of good stuff planned, man. Obviously, I can't talk about it until I'm able to talk about it, but stay tuned.
And I'm sure all the other content creators will probably be as happy. I mean, I'm kind of tired, so maybe I'm not like showing how happy I am, but I really genuinely think this is for sure. All I could say is this is for sure better than the 12th and the 11th. It's up for everybody to decide if it's going to be better than the 10th. I think it's going to be better than the 10th, but I mean, I guess people are going to have to see. But I genuinely think that I think the 10 is so nostalgic. Though I'm glad I uploaded that video talking about it. But I think it's going to be good, man. Really, really good. Really, really good. I'm really looking forward to it, man. I really am. Came for the season in 10 years' time when Eo comes back. Yeah, seasonal defense. Term, is it worth to make multiple accounts in COC? Yeah, I mean, if you want to enjoy the game and have more fun and not be bored, yeah, I think so. Semi-main in your Discord? Alright, let's see. Let's see the base real quick in the base review section here. Dang, bro. What did it look like before? That's crazy. Have you been, like, grinding or what? Holy. Bro's been grinding, man. Holy moly. Good stuff, man. Damn, you're, like, almost... Dang, dude, this looks like my second account. Good stuff, bro. Good progress, man. Really good progress. I think that's probably it for me today, though. Honestly, fire stream, man. I really enjoyed watching those videos, man. Judo's Loki the full-on glaze, bro. Judo's Loki the go-to Clash of Clans, man. I'll be honest, bro. Judo's done so much for the game in terms of helping newer players. Just like overall, his videos are always well made. W content, W editor he has as well. W mans, man. Shout out Judo, bro. Shout out Judo for doing the W for the team. For the community, bro. Huge W. Huge W series. I enjoyed it a lot. We'll watch this video tomorrow. I honestly should be making like a video talking about all of his stuff too. I don't know. Haven't had the time to, I guess. I don't know if that's an excuse or not, but yeah. Let's see who's on to raid though. I would stream longer, but I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie. I think 2.5 hours is a pretty solid stream time. So let's see who's on to raid. And we'll kind of just go from there, man. Who should we raid? Clash Playhouse, I guess. Probably. Dude, man, next month is gonna be crazy, bro. I'm actually feeling pretty excited, and I'm also kind of glad that I'm not gonna be in Legend League because that's gonna save me like 30 minutes to an hour of my time per stream. It's cool for content, but I don't really post Legend League content on YouTube anyways. My goal for next month is to post even more than I've already been doing on YouTube. The growth's been crazy on the YouTube channel alone. Like, the goal is to hit, what am I right now? Like 13.5? I want to try to hit 15,000 by the end of next month. That would be kind of crazy, considering I never thought I'd be able to hit like 10,000, you know? Crazy to think about, man. Maybe we can even hit like 20K by the end of the year. That would be insane, bro. Like, if I hit that, whew, I feel like I can do better than that. But, yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. Take advantage of these good updates and put out some more content, put out some more guides, put out some more equipment videos and whatnot. Maybe make some more army guides. I have a couple ideas. I just need to actually sit down and put them together and spend the time, you know, and whatnot. So, bet every time weird flex, the guy's only as good as your third 17. No, I'm talking about because this account used to be rushed. This account used to be rushed, so it's like that's why I'm making the comparison because my second account was rushed. Is that a league? That something is happening where we shouldn't be in Legend League? No, I mean, I'm just maxed. I mean, based on, like, past events, you can, like, probably assume there's going to be event troops and whatnot, so, yeah. I just don't feel like playing on my main anyways. I've been bored of Legend League for a while, so I personally don't really care about playing it, personally. It's cooked anyways, so. I'm going to raid, Avi. Shout out Clash Playhouse. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what exact time I'm going to stream. Hopefully it's earlier. But, actually, no. I think I will stream later. I think I will stream, not probably as late as today, but, make sure, you know, I can work on some content and whatnot. So, anyways, man, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It's been fun playing Clash on PC. I feel a lot better, too. I feel like I can stream actually longer. I want to stream longer after streaming on PC, like using my monitor to play versus looking down. I feel like this is like so bad for my neck. I feel like I'm usually like this when I'm attacking, so it'll make better for hopefully more engaging and more better content. And yeah, man, I just want to say, because well, technically it's not the last day of the season yet, but thank you all for a great month, man. It's been a good month. It's been a great month for growth on YouTube, especially. So, and everybody who used the code, bro, genuinely. Hope you guys have a good day. And let's keep grinding. Let's keep grinding and making videos and content. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next streamer video. Until then, I'm out. Peace.